Welcome back to HP Live. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? This is the #1 place for Pokemon news, rumors, speculation, and today we're reacting. We're going to be breaking down this brand new Pokopia trailer. We don't really know that much about the game. We do know that the keycard, this game is probably going to be a keycard type of game. So I think we'll...
probably. It is.
I think it's we're gonna be talking about that in the beginning of the show, and then we're gonna be getting this new trailer. It's like 10 minutes long, so there's gonna be a lot of information in this. For me, and I think for a lot of fans, this Pokopia game has a lot of potential, but we're gonna have to, I guess we'll find out to see if it's actually worthwhile. And I think later in the show we're gonna be covering some new Legend ZA rumors, so stay tuned for that. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday morning. My name's DustyGogoat. I'm joined today by TraderLumi.
Hello.
And SoulSilverArt.
What's up? Good morning.
I guess you jumped in there, Lumi, but actually I don't know if it's like 100% confirmed. I think it's like 99% confirmed that
it was on Cerebi, and he doesn't normally, say what you will about America. He doesn't normally jump the gun on that stuff.
Yeah, I saw some discourse suggesting that it's still, it's still kind of up in the air, but it's leaning that way. Let's just open up the. I guess anyone who's joining us right now, we got 14 minutes until this new Pokopia trailer. It's called the extended trailer. We're right here on the page right now, so this is like you'll be watching it here with us live. It's gonna be fun. But let's take a couple minutes and actually talk about the that news that is suggesting that this game is going to be, one of these like keycard games. From my understanding, these keycard games, it's basically you're buying empty plastic with a keycard. So as you and you can, actually, is my Switch on right now? Because I'd love to have a prop right here. Am I playing ZA? Yeah. So basically, you got your look at this is my ZA copy. Right. Basically, you buy this, you buy it in a box. You pop it in your Switch, and then the game, and then the network like downloads the game, but the game's not actually on the card that you're buying, and that's got a lot of people upset. Understandably, it is kind of frustrating if you're going to be buying something, especially with these increased prices. Definitely, it is frustrating to think that like you're not really buying, like you're not owning the product that you're supposedly psychologically purchasing, right? It's a matter of ownership. So that's kind of the setup. What do you guys think? I've seen so many think pieces online, and I don't even know. I'm still developing my thought. But what do you guys think?
I think I'm in a similar boat to you, where I'm still developing my thought. You and I talked like very, very briefly off camera about this.
Yeah. And
what I told you is kind of how I feel now. I don't necessarily think that the keycard thing is inherently, unless I'm misunderstanding something, is inherently awful, but it's more of an indicator of the way the gaming industry is going and like how it kind of views ownership of like, purchases and stuff like that. That has me concerned. So like, it's like what I told you was I don't feel like we're at the bad place there, but it kind of feels like we're maybe taking steps to it. I do also remember, maybe one of y'all can quote me a little bit better on this, but I remember there was a bit of a stink around the time of the Switch 2's reveal where Nintendo said something, and I think it was around this stuff. They said something to the effect of like, when you purchase a game, you aren't actually purchasing a game, but you're purchasing a license to play a game or something, and that kind of rubbed people the wrong way, but yeah.
I mean, I kind of mind and I kind of don't, but it's just because it's something that you're used to, and you like want to have your hard copies of like your favorite games just because that's the thing, is like it's like there's no real reason when it comes down to like the practicality of it. It's like a key.
Yes.
You're buying a key essentially. So like you can still resell it too, that's one of the bigger things. Like, so if you ever want to resell your games, it's like, okay, I can't resell this because it's just a downloaded thing. But no, you can actually, because it's the key to download it anywhere. So it is something physical in a sense. It's like a digital. It's like a one of those. That's why people hate it, I think.
It's all psychological. It's all based on like previous expectations.
It's one of those like the NFTs kind of, like, because it's very specific to one person, but so you can sell it. But I don't know about Pokemon like Gen 10. I'm gonna be upset if they do this a little bit, because I really do want to keep like a hard copy still. But again, it's like a thing in my mind, right?
Yeah.
It's not really that big of a deal.
Right.
Like, do I go back and play Pokemon Diamond version ever? No, but I have it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool.
See,
It's a
I'm on the
memento.
flip side. I'm on like I do go back and play those games.
Sure. Yeah, you actually do. Yeah.
Like
I do some. I mean,
The
So I
biggest
guess-
thing is like if they somehow stop support for the game, that's the biggest thing,
Yes.
because it's like, yeah, you could go back and play Diamond right now, no matter what, if you have the hard copy. But let's say how old is Diamond version? Like,
Yeah.
that amount of time from when the game key card comes out. What if they for some reason you can't play it anymore? Like even BDSP right now apparently is having really big issues on the Switch
oh
too.
yeah, I saw that.
And it's like,
saw that.
so how can what if I wanted to play BDSP? Like, I never finished it. I want to replay it, and I can't even play it on my Switch 2 now. And I sold
Well, that's
my
another
Switch 1.
issue entirely.
Yeah,
honestly,
I know, but
'cause
that's the same concept.
That's like
Yeah.
they made because Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was a very not just buggy game, but like, for lack of a better way to put it, it just wasn't well built. And so apparently what's happened is the most recent update for the Switch and Switch 2, some people are now experiencing when they try to boot up BDSP, it crashes. And,
Yeah,
that's
I kind of want to take it back, guys. I mean,
Yeah, go.
from my understanding, as a 31-year-old man, growing up with like a PS3, growing up with an N64, with my Game Boy, I got a bunch. These are artifacts. What I'm showing on screen right now
They're
of my
beautiful.
childhood. Right, these are just old.
I don't like that one is upside down. That is really killing me.
It's the case. But the
I like that you have a case.
but these DS games, right? I can at any point go back and play them, right? And I think that makes sense. I play these games pretty often, not every single one of these. I'm kind of a hoarder. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like,
Collector.
I think there's an expectation. At least there was. Yeah, I think there was it's not even an expectation. There was it was understood that when you bought things, at least, okay, when I bought things back in the day, like, you actually own it. You own it and you can use it theoretically until the thing, reaches its half-life and deteriorates, like physically, chemically, right? But
Right.
for ideally for the rest of my life, it's mine. In the same way that, like, if I buy, I don't know, like a bike, I'm going to have that bike until it breaks. And I think, I don't know, I guess I've adapted a little bit more. I feel like I've adapted a little bit more where it's like, I kind of went over this 10 years ago where it's like I used to buy CDs, and then I used to download like music off of iTunes, and that was like ownership that I had, and I had a whole hard drive on my computer just for my music. And then 10 years ago I switched to Spotify, and that was an adjustment, but now I've just accepted it. I don't own any of that music, but I do have unlimited access to it. And I think the disconnect, or the thing that is frustrating about this key card thing, is it's like the problem of the key card. I think what people are afraid of is maybe a problem for 20 years from now if the game stops being
Right.
supported.
Exactly.
Because I think about all those DS games, just to bring it back. I think about all those DS games that I have. I have even Game Boy Advance games, and I used to love the idea, as Pokemon fans, of taking those games and being able to transfer them up into Pokemon Bank and onto my Switch. And now Pokemon Bank is fried. And if people want to buy those games now and actually do that, they just can't. And that's like half the reason why I'm always advocating for like ports, because I'm like, yes, I can play the games, but there's something special about being able to take those Pokemon and bring them up into like the current games, right? And so I guess this is, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to say, I guess my take is, I don't really know how problematic this key card thing is. It's frustrating, but it's like, I think the issue is perception, and it's a fear that is really only going to take place maybe 20 years from now. But
Yeah, but that's kind of a valid fear. At the
it
same
is. No,
time,
it is. No, but but 20 years from now, it's yeah, it is. It is valid. It is valid. I think the issue is what Lumi brought up with BDSP, because if this becomes an issue in 5 years,
exactly.
that's okay. That's upsetting. You should at least be able to play the same games that you bought on the console, 5 years from now.
Well, and I think
I mean, I
that
do think so,
comes
but
from like
BSP is a special case. Yeah.
that comes from like an engine issue too. BDSP was built on Unity, and one thing we learned from like the Terra leak is that Pokemon builds their own engines, right? This is something they've always done. A lot of Nintendo games, we learned on a future episode that Nintendo just in general likes to build their own engine instead of using commercial engines for a lot of their like main headliner games. And BDSP wasn't that way. It was built on a commercial engine, Unity. And then the thing that I saw Joe Merrick talking about this a little bit on Twitter, and I don't know where this is coming from, but he stated that Champions is apparently also built on Unity, and that is a game that we know they have plans for it to live pretty long. And so you're already seeing some longevity issues with a game that was made 2021, so 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yet you have plans for a game to live on at least like the next 5-6 years, and so it immediately should have you kind of going, uh-oh.
Yeah, but I think this is, and you know what, we're already running out of time, so I think we got 5 minutes until this new trailer. I think we'll probably talk about this a little bit more, but but it's funny like what you're saying, Lumi, about like, you know, like I feel like this whole thing is like this whole thing is about like, am I gonna get my value in 5 years from now? But I think it's like that's whether that's right or wrong. I do think maybe the better approach is to just like focus on like why are we thinking 5 years from now? It's like if you get Pokemon Champions, and we're all going to get Champions, and some people are going to play that like 5 hours a day, right? For 4 years, you got your money's worth, you know?
For sure.
It's like going to the movies. It's like going to the movies to see something, and it's like that's going to cost you $30, but you don't get to
That's how people see it, though.
Right? No, I understand.
Like,
I understand.
You know, you see it that way, but somebody else might not, unfortunately.
But that's the perspective,
especially
though.
when I'm thinking, like, I wonder this is a game that they, you know, because, like, with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I think when they make that game, when they make even Legends EA, they do not intend for you to play it for 4 years. If you want to do that, great, but they're not, like, making that game with the mindset of, we want our players to play this for, you know, years. But Champions, they actually are making with the purpose of us playing it for years. So that's where it's like, uh-oh, you know?
Yeah. And I want to be clear, like the key card, I'm not like saying it's a good thing. I'm just trying to, I guess, think about how we're thinking about it, you know?
Right.
There's just so many things that pop up, and I'm like, I feel like the default is to outrage anytime something is inconvenient, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm like...
Or different.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are inconvenient in life. I'm like, maybe we should get... I don't know.
For sure, but you brought up a good point. Like, it's overall just not a good thing. like
no, it's not.
Like, we don't need this. Like, it's not something that we needed to happen.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dude, I remember, I think it was in my last apartment. Yeah, it must have been like 4 years ago. There started, I think, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were like hitting around like the maybe 8 year, like, you know, maybe those carts were like hitting about like 8 years old. And there started popping up reports that people's save files of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were just like unplayable. They're actual carts, and that horrified me because I was thinking
that does happen too, right?
Yeah, so, I know, but that's like, so I get it. Like, that's the fear. It's like, wait, I bought this thing. Why can't I have it? You're saying I'm gonna have to buy it again?
This is a dead game.
Yeah, dude. Oh, Lumi, I forgot about your white version. Yes, exactly.
This is a dead game,
dude. Okay, all right. Let's talk about this later. We got 2 minutes until this new Pokopia trailer.
Yeah, I did want to before.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I want to read Hydrapple House super chatted us $5 and said, "Morning, Hidden Power. I won't be able to stay because I have work, but I'll definitely come back later to watch. I'm interested to see what the trailer's going to include." Thank you, Hydrapple Hal.
Thank you, Hal.
And come back later. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I've been we were talking a little bit about this off camera, but I'm super excited for Pokopia. Obviously, the mainline Pokemon games are this show's bread and butter, and it makes sense too. Like, they are the big hitters, they are the big sellers. But I'm actually really excited about this, and I'm glad we're getting this trailer, and it is not in a presents, because since it's detached, it forces us to talk about this, and I'm glad, because I want to talk about this. But obviously, like, if they were going to drop this and then a Legends ZA trailer right after, you know, you all would want, and I think even we all would want to focus more so on that.
It's
Legends
probably
ZA trailer. So I'm excited.
I think that's probably why they put this out as like a separate thing. Yeah.
Maybe.
But
It feels like there was a presents that got cut. It really does, because last week we had the ZA news. This week, and not just ZA DLC news, but also like the Diancie thing. This week we have this. There was also a Unite trailer. There was a Pokepark trailer 2 days ago. Not the game Pokepark, but the like theme park.
Sure.
Oh, and here this goes.
Sweet.
We got 1 minute. Lumi, I agree though. I think I feel like there has been a lot of announcements for new products, new games, etc., etc. I don't know if I put money on saying there was like a presents that like was gonna happen. I think it makes and I say that because I think it makes sense that everything is kind of separated because of what you're saying. Like we're giving this the attention it needs. I think if you tie anything to ZA, that's what we're focusing on. So this is good.
Yeah.
I like this. It's also been fun after like a year of like nothing. It's actually been really fun to do these like Thursday streams and like seeing these trailers and hanging out with the audience. So shout out to anyone who's up right now with us right now. We got 9 seconds until this trailer, and just shout out to anyone who's watching right now, leaving comments. We do read, maybe not all the chat, but we do read all the comments. So just thank you, everyone. All right, let's get into this.
Woo.
Oh.
Hair cross.
It's boys.
Already a peak game.
Boys.
The boys is back.
This is gonna be chill, by the way, right? It's like
I think so.
This is the chill trailer.
Oh, dude, I really am excited for this. I want to play it.
Me too.
All right, here we go. Let's see. There's a sun beating. It really does look like Minecraft. Holy cow, this looks actually so much more like Minecraft now.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, we're getting lore. There's a Pokemon Center and it was destroyed.
Yeah.
We got a little Tangrowth here with a Poke Branch. Professor Tangrowth! Professor Tangrowth! Yes, dude, he learns. Oh, he's holding a
He's
TM.
got a TM.
Oh, I love this. Wait, what?
He doesn't know what to do.
Is this a player character? This is probably an NPC. NPC.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is probably like the professor of the region.
I don't want to be Ditto. I kind of feel like I don't want to be Ditto.
Oh well.
Can I be Zoroark?
That would have been so much.
Or
cooler.
Mew? All right, here we go. Here we're getting the lore. Ditto is captured, and that break. Oh, it was not captured. It breaks out. Ditto, the transform Pokemon. This is cozy. I like this. This is actually so much more relaxed. Dude, is that a Johto trainer?
It's cozy, but it's also kind of dark, you know?
Yeah, like what happened?
What has happened here?
Oh, we got young child Ditto form. We have Blood Moon Ursaluna, and we have young child Ditto.
Why did he like transform into this?
We'll find out. Yeah, interesting. Dude, the Tangrowth is goated. I love that Tangrowth is a main character. I kind of wish it was Tangela, but
Yeah.
Professor Tangrowth is so funny, dude. I love that so much.
Well, would you
All right, here we go.
look
All right.
at that? Ditto's found a
Can you guys hear it?
rare
How's the chat, guys?
Yep.
Can you hear?
Tangrowth to chat with.
A little louder might be good if you
Okay.
can, but I don't know.
Listen. Oh, I suppose you might not fully understand what they're saying. So how about I interpret? Ahem.
Wait, is that Tangrowth's voice?
A human?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
This one
Wait
is.
a moment.
No, it's her interpreting. That's
Sure. Professor Tangrowth, dude, I clocked
Professor
it.
Tangrowth,
I
let's
clocked
go.
it.
It's been
The new
quite
hottest
some
professor
time
just
since I
dropped.
set
Yeah,
eyes
dude.
on a human
We need
or
shipping
another
between
Pokemon.
Tangrowth and.
This place was once home to many humans.
Oh
But
wow,
now it's, well, what you see. The grass and trees are withered and dry.
Dude, this
and
was-
all those humans and Pokemon who once lived here, they're gone. But
this
that
takes
was
place
then.
after the
Things have
Pokemon War
changed.
of Kanto.
Nowhere, I met you. Hope springs anew.
Hope
What do
springs
you
anew.
say? Will you help me restore this land to the lively place it once was? That might make it possible to see a world overflowing with Pokemon again.
Dude,
just
Charlie says
like the old
Pokopia
days.
gets voice acting
Oh,
before the main
so
games.
you'll help?
We're
not
cooked.
wrong.
Quite
Not
inspired
wrong.
myself. A ray of hope has finally
Dude, the
shone
music
on
is
the
nice.
lonely professor
I'm glad this
Tangrowth.
game exists. I really want to play this.
Enlightened by that warmth,
The music
Ditto
gives
and the
huge
professor
Animal Crossing
begin
vibes.
rebuilding
Beep,
the
beep, beep,
world
beep, beep.
anew.
I love all these blocks. This world actually looks pretty big.
Create habitats
Uh-huh.
and meet Pokemon.
All right, here we go.
Creating habitats will attract Pokemon.
And this game comes out like in what, March?
Different Pokemon
Yeah,
are
March
yeah.
5th.
attracted to different
Oh, dude, War
habitats.
Turtle's looking pretty good.
If you want to make lots of friends,
Timber's in the game.
habitats that suit each Pokemon's individual
Oh, here we go.
preferences.
Oh, nice. Hitmonchan getting some super training in.
Place a
Fishing.
fishing rod and a chair by the seashore. Look, a Magikarp. Pokemon
All
with
right.
big
Listen, I wanna see
personalities live here in
Cherubi.
diverse habitats.
Scyther, Scizzor's in the game. Scizzor is confirmed in the game. We got Larvitar.
I wonder if a Pokemon is rustling
Oh,
around
Trubbish.
in
It's got to be
there.
Trubbish.
Surely it's only
There's a trash can. There it is. Trubbish.
Rubbish. Good call.
All right. This is so. This trailer is so much more
Learn moves
chiller
from
than any of the
Pokemon.
ZA trailers that we cover.
Of course.
I'm like zoned out right now.
Pokemon friends may teach you their
We also have
signature moves,
voice
like
acting.
We
Squirtle's
do,
water
yeah.
gun. It can revitalize
I mean, is it
dry-up
voice
things.
acting in the game or just the
I don't
trailer?
know.
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess
we
it's
don't know
yeah.
really.
That's a good point. It could be just be a trailer.
Clear paths.
Ooh, that looks so
Fill
clean,
fields. Grow vegetables.
dude. Oh, I can't wait to
and
play this.
more. Expanding the
Do you see
the
Scyther?
Scyther art.
Dude, it's so good.
Crazy.
Certain
Oh,
Pokemon
Lapras.
also teach you
Yes.
Can we ride it?
For
Watch, this is
example,
crazy,
you can
crazy.
transform into Lapras.
Yes, dude. You can become Lapras.
Yay.
That's good. That's gonna
It's
be.
insane.
Traveling to
I gotta
distant
update the
dimensions
thumbnail
His
with this
face.
Lapras. That's so good. Oh, you can become Dragonites.
Ah.
You can
That's
By the
so
way.
good. Can you
The
mega?
head. The head.
I love the little hat.
I'd wager we can make this place a lot
Dude, the world
bigger
looks
if
so
you use your
big.
water gun on the
Mhm.
They literally
Dragonites.
said become these Pokemon to traverse.
That's
yeah.
wild.
So you can go to other islands. That's
I haven't
crazy.
Yeah.
figured a way yet, you know.
All right, craft fun things, dude. We gotta go back and look at some of these details that I'm talking over.
Mhm.
Craft at a workbench using
Let's
the
see.
materials you've collected.
A little bit of craft.
Take a
The
few
music is
leaves
so Animal
and
Crossing,
Dude,
bro.
I know. I
a
love it.
straw bed.
Dude, I'm vibed out right now.
From
In my
furniture
mind,
to
I'm not
toys
streaming. In my
to
mind, I'm just
street
playing this game.
clothes.
Dude, the
I'm
brick.
going to sleep to this trailer.
So we do have.
Beautiful town.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Pokemon
This is what I
are
wanna see.
comfortable as you
Yeah, the actual
transform your
decorations.
space into a
Mhm. Like, look at that. That
vibrant
looks like a real
Yeah.
place.
What this is, it's like
Oh,
Mario Maker for Pokemon games. This is like a way. Pokopia is like
foggiest idea.
kind of a way for people to make Pokemon regions.
Grant
you know?
Pokemon's requests.
Like
Mhm.
I'm like when you play this game, you can create your own headcanon and be like, all right, I'm gonna like create what I think my region and what my routes look like.
Oh,
Oh, they have requests for you, like in Animal Crossing.
Sweet.
Like, okay, can you go do this for me?
Quests.
Cool, good.
Quests. Yeah. Is this the island hopping adventure?
May also
Joanne.
Oh no.
This is Genting, guys.
No.
And you'll need to work together
Dude, I wanna
with other
become-
Pokemon to complete particularly
Dude, if
important
Onyx is in the
requests.
game, does that mean Steelix is in the game?
I have a request?
I don't know, because, like,
We
Scyther
formed
was in
this old
ZA,
art
but
to see
Cleavor
humans
is
and
not.
Pokemon
Sure.
living
Like,
happily
Yeah.
together once more. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm talking a little bit.
Work together with Pokemon.
All right, work together with Pokemon.
Your
Here we go.
Pokemon friends will help you rebuild your world. They can light campfires, water plants, help crops grow, get light shining, and
All right.
so much more.
So far, watching this, I feel like I haven't learned anything that I don't already know. Is that fair?
I mean, it's deeper, right? I would say
little
yeah,
bit.
but it's like you get a deeper look. Like you assume these things, but now we're getting them
Sure.
confirmed. I would say.
That's a good point.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, kind of just seeing the scope of what all you
Yeah.
can do, I think is
Yeah.
nice.
Pikachu has a rather curious expression.
There's a Ditto Pikachu. We do have that's true. The houses.
This thing is.
I wanna
10
see
minutes
inside the
long.
This'll be
house.
the big part, I
We're
bet.
like 5 minutes through this right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be taking pictures. I'll be taking pictures.
Gotta have the picture.
We'll cover the super chats after the trailer, guys. Oh yeah, so okay, character customization. All right, we do got
Nice.
a little bit of this. That's fun.
Nice.
All right, here's the inside.
Your room.
Cool.
With
I like.
multiplayer,
Or are we gonna
more
just have
friends can
the
join
singular
you.
room?
Multiplayer.
So why not build a
a
delightful
house,
life
I guess.
together with your closest friends?
All right, it's checking all the boxes.
It has so much going on. It's crazy.
Dude, this
Also supports
Uh-oh.
the screenshots are so good.
someone who doesn't own it.
Dude.
Play together on
Wow, that just looks like Animal Crossing.
Nintendo Switch 2
Yeah.
system.
Straight up with
Really
the island.
does.
Oh, you've changed up your look. No,
It's like Misty. She's doing
Yeah.
the Misty pose.
Yeah.
Misty.
Oh yeah.
When
they
solo
they even
ends,
said it.
You're free to do whatever you
Cheeky.
want. From granting Pokemon requests to building the town of your dreams.
Dude, I want to build the town of my
Set
dreams.
out
Look
on
at
an
that.
adventure to create a flourishing
Gardevoir's in the game.
world where
Mincino's in the...
Pokemon live.
Goodra's in the game.
Goodra's in the
Pidgeot.
game.
Espeon. Arcanine.
Arcana. Yeah.
Just saying Pokemon names.
What else is waiting for you?
We
All right.
overlook the fact that Soul just called it Arcanon.
Arcane.
I used to say that all the time.
Arcanine.
Arcanine.
All right, is that... Tell me that's not it.
No,
No.
it ain't been 10 minutes. Oh, it's
Yeah.
about been 10
No.
Here we go. Here's the twist.
What?
Here's the twist. We got a new Smeargle form.
What? Is Smeargle about to...
They gotta show me something. Like I need to be wowed. Oh, there's a Pikachu ghost.
What?
What?
Is that what that is?
Is that a ghost
creepy.
type Pikachu?
It looks
looks
like,
like
it's a
the-
ghost Pikachu.
Is
It
this
looks
a
like the
regional
Gen 10
Pikachu?
Pikachu.
That looks like
It's
a
like the Gen
regional
10
Pikachu.
model.
I'm not even kidding. That looks like a dead ghost
it
type
is
Pikachu.
like the Gen 10 model.
Dude, are these new?
Mossy Snorlax.
Are these new regional forms? Are we serious right now? That's a
I
new
don't know.
Pokemon. That is a new
It's
Pokemon.
definitely different.
That was a new
Are we
Pokemon.
gonna get to like...
That was a
There's
new
no way they let
Pokemon.
us use
That was
these,
a new-
right?
That is a new Pokemon. What do you
Yeah,
think?
that's a regional Snorlax.
Is that a
yeah.
regional Snorlax? Because I think I just saw a
I
ghost
mean-
type Pikachu.
A ghost Pikachu and a regional... That did happen. It's just a question of will it be locked to this game only, like
Are we
like
kidding?
The purple Kecleon from Mystery Dungeon and stuff, you know?
Help you
Hold
Like,
on, hold
I
on,
don't
hold
even
on.
know. I mean, this is a spin-off, but I don't know.
But it is also Game Freak. You know?
Guys,
Yeah.
let's look at this one more time. Lights go out. This
Even the
Pikachu...
Smeargle was a little different, by the way.
Yeah, that...
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the Tangrowth, of course.
This Pikachu... Okay, this Pikachu has a tail. It is the female Pikachu, but it's a shriveled tail. And it's glowing like a ghost, and its ears are flopped down. And its eyes are a lot bigger. Let's pull up Pikachu real quick.
No, I think Soul kind of clocked it. It's that we saw from the Terra League, they're doing new models for the for some of the Pokemon, and it looks like the Pikachu model we saw.
Does it?
Like it's different from the model that's like in if you pull up Pikachu in ZA or
His
Scarlet
eyes.
Violet, it's not just that it's a ghost. It is different. Like the model is different from the from the past Pikachu.
I don't think it No, I think it looks a lot different. This
It's definitely not.
Look
right
at this
on that,
right
but it's
here is from the
different
Terra League. This right here is from the Terra League.
Sure.
But this
I guess
looks
that's a
like a
little
completely different
It
Pokemon.
is different from the because
This is a different
ZA
Pokemon.
one next to it. It showed the ZA next to it, and it's different from that one too. So it's weird.
This is a completely new
no.
Pokemon, guys.
Yeah, no, it's a ghost Pikachu.
I mean,
it's a Pikachu.
by
but
Dusty
it's a
standards for
regional
sure.
form of it or something. Yeah.
Dusty's always like, if it changes that, then it's a new Pokemon.
Do you
Like
not
a
think?
little-
So what is this?
I know.
I think it's a
mean,
regional form.
This looks
I
like a
don't
regional
know.
form to me. I'm not kidding.
Or-
Like I'm not kidding. I was kidding
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
No, I
Smeargle.
agree with you.
This is, I think, a regional form, and this Snorlax. They are teasing this way too much for it to be an accident. Like, they're
is
not-
Snorlax
just
looks
a question of like before we get too excited, will this be locked to this game forever? You know,
But,
what I
no,
mean?
no,
Like-
but let's go back. It's still a regional form.
yeah, no, it is.
I don't
but,
think that
you know,
matters.
It does. Yes and no. I mean, it to me it matters
Sure.
if I can't ever battle with it. you
No,
know?
I know. I know. But like, can we just? We're thinking about but like, this is a. What is this? What do you think this is? That's the
I'm
question.
It's
researching.
it's a
I'm
regional-
researching.
no,
I mean,
no,
yeah,
Soul,
it's
tell
a-
me what you think this is. There's no research. This
It
doesn't
is
exist.
Definitely,
Everyone
an
just has
alternate
ideas.
Form.
It's
It
definitely
could
another
be-
form, for
it
sure.
could be instead of like a regional form per se, it could be like a Blood Moon Ursaluna type thing where it's like a one-off form, and so it's not like because we've seen Snorlax on the island. In the first trailer, we saw Snorlax on the island, and it was regular Snorlax.
Oh, we did see Snorlax already.
Yeah, in the first trailer, yeah. So this is like a one-off Snorlax form rather than like
I don't
Snorlax in this
know.
region looks like this, I guess.
Is
I don't know. I think
Zatumi-
these are regional forms. Like, I really.
Zatumi says that they could be convergent forms. We got Peekaboo and Mosslax. Dude, that's crazy.
Oh,
That's nuts.
What?
Chat,
That
what
could
do you
be
think
it.
about this? Are we tripping right now? Like, what is this? Like this
This is crazy.
is the way they're showing this. To me, looks like regional forms. We also have got.
It's definitely something new. I mean, that's obviously not a Snorlax we've seen before.
Hold on. There was also. Let's look at this Smeargle, and this is
I
also a
love the
Smeargle.
Snorlax.
This
Yeah,
Smeargle
he is
also looks a
different.
lot better. Is this a Pokopia? Is Pokopia a location? This is a Pokopian. Dude, you're killing me right now. Pokopian Smeargle. That's what this looks like.
Well, about I mean the Tangrowth too. You know that was.
Yeah, it's got the white hair.
Mhm.
What we could be looking at right here is like. It's like it's like the in the anime the Orange Island Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like
Well,
they
what do
had
you? I
the
mean, I don't
Pinken
know, but
Island.
I don't know. But what do you guys think? I mean, this seems too deliberate.
I think that's a dead Pikachu. Like it's the ghost of a Pikachu.
all right.
Like, you know, like and that'll be somehow tied to the plot. And then the Snorlax, I think that's more likely to be like a true, like it is a new because like it's a grass type, right? Like it's obviously a grass type.
This is giving me Pinkin Raichu, tropical Butterfree, Crystal Onyx. That is what these
Yeah.
Pokemon are reminding me of so
No,
much.
it really
But not in
is.
the anime.
Yeah.
I really think that these are was it Zatumi that said convergence? Because that makes a lot of sense. Because if their names change, then that's probably what they are. I
Well,
think that these are real forms.
He's
'cause
just
we-
making
we
that
were
up, though.
talking-
That's not
I
confirmed.
know, but he might be right.
yeah.
The names you mean? He's making it up? I don't know. I thought I saw a few names. I don't know. Maybe it's a form. If they are forms, then I think that they are regional forms.
Oh, dude, hold on. We got new information. Hold on, we got new information. Shout out to Jake in the chat right now, alerting me right now. We have a
Oh,
new name for this
yeah.
Pokemon.
It is Mosslax.
Hold on. Okay.
Mosslax.
It is Mosslax. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I think that's what Zatumi said. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure.
Dude, what the heck? All right, hold on.
The reason I'm thinking this is because we know that Game Freak worked on this. Like it was originally their whole thing, you know. And I think that,
Yeah.
and it's part of their main plans, you know. I think that they are the ones that were like, let's put new forms in this.
Dude, this is so cool. Hold on. Why do these
think we could use
websites
these one day?
suck so much?
I
All right, here
kinda
we go.
do.
Guys, let's go over this. A few friendly faces. Let's take a look at some of the extraordinary Pokemon you might encounter. Professor Tangrowth. Like from the beginning, like Tangrowth is a Tangrowth, but it's got this white hair. Okay,
Yeah,
we
he's an old
we
guy.
saw Tangrowth a bunch. Oh, but you know what they're doing? They're showing you what the base Pokemon is. So we got Tangrowth right here.
Yeah.
We got Pikachu.
Pikachu.
What an
What an
unusual
unusual
pale Pikachu. So these might not actually be regional forms, but it is.
Like a conversion.
It literally is. I think it's something new, dude. This is so
crazy.
this is so cool. This is awesome.
It might just be something completely new.
Yeah, that's great.
'Cause the tail is
Pikachu.
Awesome, yeah.
The tail is
The
gone.
tail's shriveled, yeah.
These are
Yeah.
Pokopian
It's a girl too. I'm pretty
Pokopian
Variants.
Pikachu. Dude, Zatumi,
Oh,
I
I
thought he was
love-
kidding. This is
Is this
I thought
nuts.
he was
Snorlax?
kidding too.
sure. Is this the Snorlax I've
Snorlax.
always wanted? Yes, this is the Snorlax I have always.
Does he not
What?
have arms, or is he just kind of tucking in right now?
I don't think he
like
has
a Pikachu,
arms.
you know?
To be honest.
Dude, you know what these are? These are Oh my god, these are Blood Moon forms. These are one of one Pokemon. They are individual
That's what I said.
characters. You said
Yeah.
that?
They have their own names
I
though.
said that, yes.
I didn't hear you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
I
no,
was
no,
saying
no,
it's a
100%.
one-off
That's what this is. Like because if you look at these are all the Pokemon has not evolved to adapt. Like it's not like it's the Pokemon isn't changing form due to like its environmental surroundings. It's the singular Pokemon. Something happens to it to make it become
Yeah.
something new.
No, that's what I was saying was like the regional, like for it to be a regional form, it has to be a situation of like for example, Tauros. All the Tauros in Paldea are a Paldean Tauros. That's what makes it a regional form. But with this, we know that not all the Snorlax on this island, whatever island this is called, I guess Pokopia, we know that they're not all this Snorlax because we've seen a regular Snorlax in the last trailer.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, it's like a one and done, but it's crazy that like they give it a different name, whereas like Ursaluna, its blood moon form is still Ursaluna.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude,
Right.
right here, Smear Guru. Like he is he is a legendary form, right? That's
Here's-
how
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he is one of one.
Yes.
He's a Smeargle, an artist who has mastered his craft, right? A colorful
yeah.
chum. It looks like quite the prolific is he is evolved based on his Smeargle has become a new Pokemon. These are new Pokemon. These aren't like they're not forms. They're new Pokemon. Smear Guru is a Smeargle that has mastered its craft and has become this thing. Snorlax has fallen asleep for so long that moss has covered its body, which has affected its DNA. Pikachu has died. Right? These are like these are not evolutionary changes.
And come back to life.
These are individual things that have happened. Tangrowth has studied. Tangrowth is a doctor, is a teacher, is a professor now, right? Tangrowth has adapted because it's got white hair now that it's smart. This is nuts. I love this so much.
I didn't think that the Smeargle was like could be a form, but now that looking at the key art, its tail is so much bigger.
Yeah.
So like these are definitely new. You're right about being new Pokemon because of the name. So like there's totally either convergence or just like a whole new form thing.
Yeah.
Like what you're saying, the Blood Moon. But new Pokemon. It's like I think they're just for the. I think they were made specifically for this game, but I think we might be able to use them in the future. Like they are canonized new forms essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know, some of the canonized new forms don't, you know, make it out of wherever they're introduced.
Like a
Purple
side game.
Kecleon and Mystery Dungeon. Even in the mainline games, where's your cosplay Pikachu and Scarlet?
Yeah,
Violet?
but we're
You
not
know,
talking about like a little tiny change here. I think these are big change. These could be regional forms in a Pokemon game.
Oh,
That's what
for
I'm
sure.
saying. Like,
Especially Moslax. Like that's
Yeah.
that is a whole different thing, man. That's crazy.
I think
and you said that we saw a Snorlax in the game too. That's
Yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah, and the first trailer we saw Snorlax.
and we've seen Pikachu. I think
Yeah.
I'm not saying tease. I want to say tease. I want to say a hint, but really, I think this is in the same. These new characters. Jake's in the chat calling these characters. I think that's a good way to say it.
Yeah,
but
that's probably a good way.
But these new Pokemon, right? Moslax, Smear Guru, right? These Pokemon are basically. I'm looking at this like they are created with the same line of thought as Convergent Pokemon, as the Blood Moon Ursaluna, as Eternal Flower Floette, right? That is a one-off Pokemon variant of an original Pokemon. One Pokemon, like a Pokemon is a species, but one particular Floette, something happened to it, and now it's living forever. It's the Eternal Flower Floette. It's not evolution, but it is like its DNA has been changed. That is what is happening with these characters right here. And actually, I do think because we can get the Eternal Flower Floette in ZA, like we could see these things. I'm not holding my breath, but I think it would be pretty cool. And it's funny, Soul, when you and I first reacted to this in the summer, before we even saw the trailer, we were like, it'd be kind of cool if like this could connect to home in some way.
Yeah.
And that would be pretty cool if you could capture these Pokemon or something, or like transfer them or get whatever. I don't know.
I mean, even if they don't change anything and they're just like kind of cosmetic things that you can use. But I don't know. I feel like they gave them such distinct identities, and I think it's also like Jake said, they're like characters in the game.
Yeah.
I think that's the main reason. But like if they could ever come over to like Champions or something, like maybe they just copy and paste like what Smeargle's stats are and moves and everything, and you just have like this special Smeargle.
Sure.
That might be a way to do it.
Yeah, it's just the Moslax. Like that's not going to be the same. You know, like that is at least got to be
so
grass type.
different,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
He's so different. I love it. This is the best Snorlax has ever looked.
What do you think these
I
things
like
are going to do in the game? Like, what could they even do in this game?
I don't know, but I do think
Yeah,
it's
that's another
interesting
thing,
too that
right?
they introduced Professor Tangrowth. They introduced at the beginning, but the other three forms, new Pokemon characters, whatever you want to call them, they were like the stinger at the end of the trailer. You know,
Yeah.
like they separated them off from that first part and kind of teased each of them, which just makes me think. And also, too, by the
Story
way, we're
implication.
kind of overlooking this, but like it's cool that this game, it's not just requests. There is clearly like a story element here, right?
Yeah. There's plot to it, and that's what I think these are. If you're asking like in game, Like they're definitely plot devices to be like,
Sure.
you know, you have to do this whole quest with the smear guru, and you know, guide the ghost Pikachu.
Pikachu, this is so cute.
You know what's crazy? It's kind of very Animal Crossing coded again, because I remember the little ghost guy from Animal Crossing, you know,
Yeah.
that would just like show up. That's kind of how I'm imagining this Pikachu to just be like, hey,
Man, yeah,
I only
you know,
come out at night, and
that-
you know, like
That makes sense.
that.
Like in Animal Crossing, right? You don't just have animals. You have 20 different characters that are modeled around one of the animal models. And that's like in this game, Pokopia, you got all the different Pokemon that are like tools, and you can capture them or whatever, befriend them. But then it's like then you have these really specific characters. So I'm thinking if Tangrowth obviously is going to teach you new TMs. That's how you're going to progress through the game. And like, you know, Tangrowth is going to be like, well, if you've caught a lot of or whatever, befriended a lot of grass types, then I can teach you Cut or whatever it might be. That's Tangrowth's purpose. And then I think Smeargle, if I could take a guess, I think Smear Guru would actually give us the ability to paint or to customize existing tile sets, like you can use the ingredient or you can use material to create structures or whatever. But then I think Smeargle, you'll be able to actually like, or with Smear Guru, you'll be able to like customize them even further. Maybe change the color of whatever the material it is that you're using. Snorlax has got a flower. Maybe Mosslax allows you to. It gives you the power to. I don't know. There's like these glowy lights. Maybe Mosslax. Maybe you find it like in caverns, right? Maybe the. I don't know. I don't know what they could do with that. And then Pikachu. I have no idea. Maybe Pikachu's like, dude. Pikachu's so good because it just sounds like Pikachu. That's so good.
It's really good.
And isn't it awesome that it's also it also ties in with like Mimikyu, right? It's got the same mouthfeel as Mimikyu, and this is so sick. This is sick.
Yeah.
I love this, dude. This is so cool. This is like Carbink to Deontay, Eternal Flower Floette, Blood Moon Ursaluna. I think even the Paradox kind of feel, not really. The Paradox are different, but this is so cool.
They knew that they needed to do something like this for this game, so people would be like, "I'm definitely getting."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
this game comes out in almost 3 months.
Yeah, man, it's tough.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any more, even like new forms.
Probably,
because like
probably.
I bet there is.
At least 2 more, maybe. You know, like just nice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 6 would be, because I'm not counting the professor, but I should be.
You know what? The Tangrowth, I thought right in the beginning, I'm like, oh, it's a different form, light quote form, but it is it's a very subtle change. So I just assumed, oh, it's a character, like this is specifically for Tangrowth.
Right.
It feels like that,
and it doesn't.
It's like what Lumi was saying with like the different color Kecleon. Like the other spin-offs were just different colors, and like so it's like, okay, I don't care like about Origin Dialga being orange. You know, like I don't really need that in my life. But these other ones are changed to a point where it's like, I need these. Like I can't just not have these, not a part of my collection, you know. And Tangrowth feels that way. It's like kind of just a little color change and some items on him, you know.
Here, Jake is sending me a press release that I want to pull up. Let's see.
Yes, please pull it up.
Yeah, because there's some information on the Japanese stuff that I've been seeing, but I can't really fully
see if this is it. All right.
Get into.
Pokemon Pokopia launching on March 5th, 2026 is available for pre-order now. Start your journey. Pokemon's new life. Here, one second. Let me just write this down for a sec. Hold on. 40. Okay, I'm just taking some timestamps. Sorry, guys. You're seeing behind the curtain.
Live shows.
All right. Pokemon's new life simulation game, Pokemon Pokopia, releases. Ditto transforms into a human, works together with Pokemon friends to create your very own Pokemon paradise. And we got to get to these super chats. Sorry, guys. We're pretty excited right now. You can find the physical version.
This is an old press release, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Yeah, this is the November 11th. It's at the top.
But you could probably still look for.
Here it is.
There should be one for today.
I think this is it.
There you go.
Here we go.
13th.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, a new life from the ground up. In Pokemon Pokopia, players play as Ditto. Ditto meets the peculiar Professor Tangrowth, who has been living all alone in a place where humans and Pokemon once lived. and appears to be wearing human tools. Seeing the withered grass and trees, Ditto decided to build the area anew by crafting items and learning moves from other Pokemon, creating a utopia for everyone to live in, one step at a time, building the ideal space. The player can learn moves from the Pokemon they meet, helping to create habitats where different Pokemon will appear. The moves they learn can also be used for other purposes, such as smashing walls with Rock Smash, adding more greenery with Leafage, going from mountain to mountain in a single leap with Glide, or traveling across water with Surf. And I think we saw the Glide was Dragonite.
Dragonite, maybe, yeah.
And then the Surf was Lapras. Players can also interact with the Pokemon they meet, including playing jump rope with Bulbasaur's vines, having Charmander light fires, or teaming up with lots of Pokemon to build houses to live in. Pokemon may come to the player with requests for making their environment a more comfortable place to live. Some will even have important requests tied to solving larger problems. All right, fulfill these requests to develop the entire area. Let's see. You can switch up your look with hairstyles and outfits. You can craft items and furniture to personalize the surroundings. 4 players can enjoy together. Here we go. These are called peculiar Pokemon. We got a definition here.
Okay. Yeah.
In addition to Professor Tangrowth, players will encounter other mysterious Pokemon. Pikachu, a pale Pikachu with drooping ears whose fur is a mysterious color. Mosslax. Moss has grown all over this Snorlax's body, and it looks as though a flower is blooming atop its head. It must have been asleep for a really long time. This is what I'm saying. It's like one thing is happening to one of these Pokemon. It's not the species. It's just one.
Right.
Smearguru.
I agree.
A Smeargle with vibrant colors splattered across its body. It almost looks like a painter when it uses its tail as a brush. Okay.
What you mean almost? I think it just does.
Yeah, it is. It definitely does that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, these are straight up they are characters. I still, again, I guess I'm thinking that these still line up with what we've been seeing over, at least I'll say this, in Generation 9, with the Blood Moon Ursaluna, with the return of Deontay, right? Carbink.
I agree.
One Carbink is said to transform into Deontay every, so many years. And then you've got the Eternal Flower Floette, right? That's one specific Floette as an individual, right? Not the species transforming and being granted eternal life. It's kind of crazy. I love to see this. And I just love to see this. Peculiar Pokemon is what we're being. So maybe the Blood Moon Ursaluna is a peculiar Pokemon. Is that going to stick?
I think.
And maybe that's even maybe this is a tease for a thing that's going to happen in Gen 10 that's a whole, it's a whole thing, you know what I mean? They did one with Blood Moon Ursaluna. It's already a thing, but maybe it'll be a new batch of Pokemon in the same way that we got a batch of Ultra Beasts, a batch of Paradoxes,
Yeah.
Which kind of works too, because some of the stuff that we learned in the Terra Leak about Gen 10 talked about environments impacting Pokemon and Pokemon impacting environments.
How crazy would it be to see these show up in Gen 10?
Well, dude, tell me this Mosslax is exactly that, right?
Yeah, he could fit in for sure. I do think though, reading that press brief, the descriptions of each one of them, they really do feel like intentional. More than anything, they feel like characters. I think that they're really supposed to be a character. I forget what it said exactly, but
here,
they feel like they specifically are made for that instead of being a form. I don't know. It's kind of interesting how they worded it specifically.
Yeah, they're being very particular about how. But yeah, no, I thought I said peculiar. Yeah. They're being very particular about how they're describing these. I agree, this is not your standard as Pokemon fans, right? A Pokemon form means something kind of mechanical. Sure. But I think in the broader universe, or just as a shorthand term, these are Pokemon forms. Just in the same way that a Blood Moon Ursaluna is a form of Blood Moon of Ursaluna. These are forms. They just are forms. Eternal Flower or Floette is a form of this Pokemon, right? I think Yeah, they just are. They just are forms. But this isn't a mainline game. This isn't an RPG, right? This isn't you can't battle necessarily. So it's functionally gonna the Pokemon is gonna fit a different role and probably is just gonna be a character. But I do think it'd be kind of cool. I don't know. These are getting proper designs. I don't know. This feels different.
Yeah.
This feels so much different than notched-eared Pikachu or costume Pikachu from Oraz, or you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels a lot different.
For sure. I mean, I think the closest thing would probably be Shadow Lugia. But like these are getting their own specific like introductions, even. You know what I mean? Like they're getting reveals right now. But yeah, so like when Mosslax is like moss has grown all over this Snorlax's body, you know, I don't know, to me it sounds like it's like one singular one, like you said, Dusty, like it's one singular one that is technically a Snorlax with moss all over its body. You know what I mean? I don't know, they feel very specific to the game, I would say, but I hope.
But I could also see this, like
I could see it.
Lumi, let's look up Blood Moon Ursaluna.
While you're doing that, can I just take a moment to complain that for Legends EA we got those ugly butt 3D renders, but this game is giving us 2D
we got the
art.
beautiful 2D art.
Yeah, valid.
True.
So valid.
I'm so mad.
Dude, these guys are so cool. I've never liked Smeargle more. This is awesome.
Actually,
Oh yeah, I love this Smeargle.
All right, we got, dude, like this is it, right? Like Blood Moon Ursaluna is creepy, but this is the same thing. It's literally the same thing where you have an Ursaluna that got washed away and survived and probably drank radioactive waste and then transformed. It's not an evolutionary thing. This is a Pokemon that is one-off, right? I just got to hammer that home as much as I can just to make myself clear. Like, we've seen what we're seeing in Pokopia, we have seen before in other Pokemon games, in other Pokemon forms. This is just really, really cool. I'm trying to look at right now the stat. Okay, here we go. Oh, interesting. Okay, so base Ursaluna has 550 stats, and the Blood Moon Ursaluna only has 5 additional points. It just has like a little bit higher speed.
They flopped them like base is a physical attacker, and Blood Moon's a special attacker. And then, of course, it gets a new move. It gets an exclusive ability.
Yeah, because I was trying to think about the Blood Moon Ursaluna in a competitive sense. Like, if these new Pokemon, Pikachu, Mosslax, ever came to the mainline games, like, yeah, what would they even be? Dude, that's crazy, dude. We got a ghost type Pikachu.
Would Pikachu evolve? Is there a...
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, you're going really far now.
I don't think so.
Pikachu?
No, I don't think so. I think if Pikachu ever makes it to the mainline games... Yeah, Craichu. Yeah, you're right, Craichu. Pikachu and Craichu.
I
That's
actually
good.
like that.
I knew there was some connection there in my mind, and I was trying to make it.
No, we did it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
Let's do this. Pikachu, if it ever made it to the mainline games, would just be a ghost type. It is literally 1-to-1. It is just a Pikachu.
Maybe Ghost Electric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly.
I mean, because if it's a dead Pikachu,
yeah,
then it would still have its electric powers, if you will.
Sure.
Still got the cheeks.
Yeah, I could see that. And then we've got... this might be a better example, right? In terms of stat distribution or stat buffs. Basically looking at Floette versus Eternal Flower Floette. So, yeah.
I don't know. I would argue that it may not be a good example just because we kind of don't know the origin of Eternal Flower Floette. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if it was a Floette that existed at that time, if it was a one-off form or what, you know? I think Blood Moon Ursaluna is like the best comparison we have.
Yeah. I think... Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might be right. Because, and also Floette
also, too, we know that
supercharged.
Floette was altered by the ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it can Mega Evolve.
No, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. So Pikachu, I think maybe a better way to think about this, I'm brainstorming. I think it'd be really cool if because what we've seen is Tangrowth getting, like, Tangrowth is the smart one, right? So I could see Professor Tangrowth, if it, like, again, just saying, because the fact that it doesn't have a real name and it's just Professor Tangrowth, I think it'd be cool if Professor Tangrowth, this peculiar Tangrowth, ever makes it to the mainline games as a new form that is one-off. I think Tangrowth would have... I like the idea of it getting, like, all of its new stat points in one particular stat to showcase its skill in that one in that one particular stat that is like maxed out over time, right?
The smart stat.
Yes.
The brain stat.
So special defense or special attack is what I would think Professor Tangrowth would get. I think Pikachu would not gain speed, but maybe gain HP, or maybe it loses all of its HP and it gets like a lot of. Well, maybe it gets a lot of speed. Maybe it actually maxes out on speed because it can go anywhere. It can like teleport. It's a ghost. It can go anywhere.
It's probably super frail too.
Yeah,
like even more than it already is.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. And Mosslax, what would you give this thing? It doesn't even move, so it loses speed, and now it gains what, HP? I could see it just having a ton of HP.
I hope it keeps its ability thick fat, because that makes it where it takes less damage from ice and fire moves.
Yeah.
Which, if it's a grass type, would actually be really beneficial for it.
Yeah. So Mosslax could have what type of we think of this is? Just normal grass type?
Even pure grass possible.
Maybe
normal grass or grass.
Maybe fairy type.
Grass rock.
I could see fairy.
Possibly fairy. Possibly.
Because it just like it's got the flower on its head. It's just emanating.
That would
energy.
be great. That would be great. I would like that.
He's just a mountain. This is so crazy. And then Smearguru, what? Maybe remains normal type.
He's
kind of posh.
Smeargle too much.
He's kind of
maybe fairy. Maybe he's normal fairy or fairy.
Or poison. Maybe he gets the Grafai trement. The poison type. I'm seeing fairy. Maybe just normal.
He has an ability where he can use all type moves he gets stabbed from.
Yeah. I could see.
He's got all the different paint colors.
Dude, he's get Protean.
He's so broken already, though.
He could get Protean.
He's only broken because he can get any move. But the thing is, people usually use him as a support mom, right? So they put like Spore on him and stuff. And if he were to get a type of thing that gives him stab for all type moves, that wouldn't really matter for like the stuff he's used for right now. Things like Spore, because that's not doing damage anyway. So he's not getting stabbed from that. Like he's not needing it.
Makes sense.
I think Smeargle. I'm gonna move this around. I think Tangrowth would get special defense for like knowledge, and then Smearguru would get like special attack because it can create any type. Right? It's got all these multi types, and it can. That's what it would get. It would just get a ton of special attack. Like that would be a really fun way to make these Pokemon. Like again, I'm thinking about this differently. Like if these would be in the main game, like what would their? It's almost like a new gimmick. It's almost like a new gimmick rather than Mega's just like arbitrarily just like giving a bunch of stats, a bunch of boosts. It's like specializing a stat for the specific Pokemon. Anyways, I'm brainstorming here. Do you guys have any more thoughts? We can hit some of these super chats.
Let's
see.
I don't. I do think I don't know. It'd be pretty cool if we got to use these guys like in the game.
I like them. These are good designs. They're good.
Yeah, they are. Like, would they just leave them for this game? I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
They could. They very well could. They did with Shadow Lugia, and even because I know you kind of push back a little bit on it, but I think the cosplay Pikachus were pretty significant design changes. I know like they're just wearing a uniform, but it is in terms of design. Like they did a lot more for it. And those were locked to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire,
But I think the difference is that they're literally costumes, and they were made for.
No, it wasn't just a costume. It was a special Pikachu. It has a black tail, and they're
wearing costumes. That's the main thing. The design is that they're wearing costumes.
There's a base form that they're not. That it's not wearing a costume, and it's just got a black tail, and it canonically is different because it doesn't just put on a costume. When it puts on the costume, it is able to learn an exclusive move, So it's different.
But they're
even bigger
I see it differently.
of a departure, which is crazy.
Because what I'm saying is like these aren't costume Pikachu. This is Pikachu. It's like a brand new Pokemon.
I agree. My whole point
even
is
if they're
that
characters, they're still Pokemon.
I don't think they're I don't think that we should rule out them locking it to this game only.
Oh, definitely not. definitely not.
Like that
rule
was my
out.
whole argument, is that
Sure.
they
Yeah.
introduced the cosplay Pikachus in a mainline Pokemon game and locked them to that one mainline game
Yeah.
forever. Then I think introducing a new looking one in a spin-off game, we definitely could expect.
You know what-
them. The
you know what I have
silver
to say?
lining is
Yeah,
that
go for
at
it.
one point they seemingly wanted to connect this game to home.
Yeah.
TeraLeague suggests that, but that was an older iteration of the game that they actually scrapped, and then now they've revived it. So we don't know if that's even remotely in their heads.
Yeah. I think what I have to say about the whole thing is I think Game Freak and the Pokemon Company just are really trying to push the boundaries of what we like know and consider to be like mainline and what is like, you know, accessible to everybody for every, like, this is a standalone game, sure, and these Pokemon forms can exist as Pokemon forms in a standalone game on their own and still be real Pokemon forms. You know what I mean? Like, they can, it doesn't have to be like this is a side game or a spin-off game and these are only like non-canon. You know what I mean? I think that they can be canon to the Pokemon world, but maybe you just can't use them in battle. Like, but they still exist. I really do think that they're trying to push that whole thing. So it is possible that they stay in this game. 100, you know, like there's 100% possibility is what I'm saying. Not
Yeah.
100% they stay. But
Kayla's Capsule in the chat says Shadow Lugia is coming to Switch soon, though. So they could bring in that too. And that's funny because Shadow Lugia also...
pray.
Well, Shadow Lugia. I mean, that's been around for 20 years. It's been inaccessible outside of XD, Gale of Darkness, but that is another Pokemon that is one of a kind. It's not a species, but it is it's a Pokemon Lugia that became a Shadow Pokemon that then changed its form entirely out, like beyond the aura of Shadow Pokemon or Shadow, that Shadow Magic or that Shadow Curse or whatever you want to call it. And so that is also, that Shadow Lugia form is one of one. I guess I'm just upset. This is the generation of one of one Pokemon, you know? The legendary forms of Pokemon is what I've been calling them.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think what you're seeing is a you know, I don't think it's a phase, Mom. You know,
Yeah.
I think that this is something that they are enjoying doing. You know, I think
Yeah.
I think Gen 10 we could very well see more one-off Pokemon forms.
I want to see
in the future.
I totally agree. I'm jumping off because like I totally agree with you. I think it would be really cool to see almost the inverse of this. Like, it's really cool to see because what is a legendary Pokemon? A legendary Pokemon is a Pokemon that is one of a kind. It's usually rare. You can only access one of them in a save file. You know, suggesting that there's only one of them in the game, and it has super powerful stats, right? And there's a story behind it. There's a myth behind it. And I think these one-off Pokemon fit that really nicely. The only deviation is the stat distribution, but we don't know what these Pokemon's stats are. Like, I think a lot of these cases, like Ursaluna, Blood Moon Ursaluna, and Eternal Flower Flood, do have legendary stats. You know, anything beyond 500 is a legendary stat distribution. And these Pokemon are literally one of one. So in the Venn diagram of all these types of Pokemon, to me, they all kind of fit the criteria of a legendary in my mind. And so, and what I'd like to see in Generation 10 or going forward is like almost the inverse, where it's like, okay, we have Groudon. Is there like a lesser version of Groudon that is maybe,
That'd be fun.
you know what I'm saying? That's like just a
That'd be
species,
interesting.
right?
Yeah.
Just kind of, I don't know,
Very
just kind of cool to think about. Just kind of this. I love this. This is so much fun. This is like literally my favorite thing about Pokemon. Just thinking about these new ideas. Jason Borno, thank you for the super chat. They said about an hour ago. They said this game ain't it boring platform clears this LMAO, or in my opinion. I will be honest. I don't think I've seen. I said this in the reaction. I don't think I've seen anything in Pokopia so far other than these new forms that like tell me this is a game that is exceeding the bar that all of these other games have set, right? All the inspirations of that this game takes from, you know, has set Minecraft, Animal Crossing, Like to me, those are still like the pinnacle, and I think it's kind of smart. How do you make a Pokemon game better than what it's emulating? You add new Pokemon, and so if they're doing that, I don't know if that means it's critically a great thing, but like I'm happy. That's exciting.
Well, to be honest, and maybe I'm in the minority here, but I don't even think they have to add anything because to me it's like I've always looked at Animal Crossing and I've always thought I would love a version of this that's with Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so this is
Mm-hmm.
that, like I don't need it to go, well, you need to be doing something more than Animal Crossing. Now, for me personally, I'm like, you gave me Animal Crossing with Pokemon. That's what I want. Like
Yeah, I feel that.
Teach their own.
I do have like this. I have the same issues that I had at the beginning, like when it was first announced. Like I don't love the style as much. Like I don't like because I just don't like Minecraft style. Like the blockiness about it.
Sure.
And also I really wish that the Pokemon were like villager style instead of just being Pokemon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are my only things. Like when I thought about an Animal Crossing game, I was like, I want them to be like fun stylized versions of the Pokemon. Which these new forms are kind of cool.
Yeah.
These new forms are cool for sure. But yeah, those are like my only complaints. Other than that, like it feels and is like it's gonna play just like Animal Crossing, and that's kind of amazing.
Really cool.
It's kind of what I want,
It's like what I said. That is exactly what I've been wanting. I think I've been saying for a while on the show, like I really want a Pokemon Animal Crossing, and that's exactly what this is. I almost am happy. Like, no, I'm not almost happy. I am happy that it's not really standing out from Animal Crossing, and that it is just Animal Crossing but Pokemon, or it looks that way so far. I love that. I don't want it to be different. I want Animal Crossing but with Pokemon.
Yeah. Which might be this. It looks like it.
It looks like it, yeah. Also, by the way, I know we mentioned it a couple times in the trailer, but I want to keep saying it every opportunity I can bring it up. The music, so good. I love it.
Yeah, the music's gonna be pretty cool. It reminds me of like Legends Arceus. I'm loving the atmospheric music. I mean, it makes sense for the Pokemon series.
It reminded me of Animal Crossing, and I loved that.
No, yeah, absolutely. But I think it's atmospheric, like that.
Yeah.
Which to me is very similar to what we saw in Arceus, where like the track is like 20 minutes long, and it's dynamic and it changes. All right, P1 Polyrath, how you doing? Thank you for the super chat. We need this Tang. We need this Tangrowth form in main games. Psychic and Grass type. Ooh, we didn't even think about that. That's awesome. Psychic and Grass would be great.
Yeah. I was thinking a type change would be the best for it if it was going to come over. Like the other ones for sure could get something, but I think this is the one, like, because of its design, should get it.
Yeah.
Psychic type because it's smart, right? He's a smart dude.
No, that's awesome. We also got, let's see, get ready for Power World to drop another platform trailer. This game will flop platform for the win. Or Power World for Pal Farm. Pal Farm.
I'm sorry if it has. I hate to disappoint you, but if it's got Pokemon on the logo, it ain't flopping.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Jason, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Hardcore Casual Jazzy has been a member for 3 months. Is this game post-apocalyptic? Love you guys.
Seems that way.
It is.
Thank you.
It is. I mean, it literally said like something to the effect of, on that press release you were reading, it was like, it's a land that was once inhabited by people in Pokemon. Yeah. And, you see that, I mean, the Professor Tangrowth, I mean, I hate to do this, but he stole those glasses off of
a human.
Sure.
And
Pokemon
there's
Center
a destroyed Pokemon
completely destroyed.
Even it says that the Ditto's like been in its Pokeball for like a really long time. So
actually I saw a tweet from Taco. He's a user on Twitter. This
the X
most
and Y
people
guy.
know. Yeah, the X and Y guy. But
Taco's great. He's on YouTube. He posts videos on YouTube.
Yeah, true. But he brought up a really good point, that these forms, because we don't know what these forms are, but they could be like, the idea of the form is what a Pokemon would become after a long time, like not being with a trainer or like in a Pokeball for like a really... I don't know if you want to look it up. I could actually get a direct quote really quick because I thought.
So
it was
what I'm
genius.
hearing what I'm hearing is that this is Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but Pokemon.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
actually watched that
It was the
movie.
first one there, I think.
All right, so Taco says, I wouldn't be surprised if these all turned out to be, what would happen if this Pokemon got abandoned for a long time forms?
And it makes sense. Like the Pikachu dies and is there. You know, the Smeargle just paints forever, you know, until it becomes a master painter, and Snorlax just sleeps till he's mossy. Like
Yeah.
they all kind of connect in that way, I'd say.
Sure.
Even Tangrowth
Yeah.
got old.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So it is a form of evolution. I think I'm looking at, I think for these Pokemon that makes sense in the context of this game, but I think the idea of this type of Pokemon form that's not quite evolution, I think does tie into a lot of other Pokemon, as we've said. So this is like a similar thing, but yeah, that's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, it's just a theory. I just thought it was smart too.
No,
You
yeah,
also realize too that like the land has, it's the Kanto Pokedex that you're using as a camera and stuff. It's the Let's Go, like literally the Let's Go modeled Pokemon centers, signs, all that. So is this Kanto? Is this post-apocalyptic?
It could be. Dusty did say that. He's like, after the war or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I said that as a joke, but maybe it might be true.
It might really be.
It might be true. Dipno says with the super chat, these could be one-offs like Blood Moon Ursaluna. Okay, we did talk about that. Thank you, Dipno, for the super chat.
Thank you.
Bramtastic's here. How you doing, Bram? I feel like it's been a while since I've seen your name in the chat.
Yeah.
They could just be special NPCs like Professor Tangrowth. Maybe they serve special roles for this game, specifically like you feed the moss-like berries and it gives you new seeds or something like that. I think that makes sense. Yeah, as we said in the beginning, like
situation.
Yeah, these Pokemon are gonna fulfill a role in the actual game, but you know, in the Pokemon world, it's nice. It's just fun to imagine, you know, what these would be in the context of like every other Pokemon game that we play. But Bram, yeah, thank you for the super chat, man. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, thank you.
P1 Polyrath says, so I'm going out on a limb, but I'm thinking these are more Pokemon left behind by either Ditto's trainer or other trainers that either died or ran away. Ooh, yeah, I could see that.
That'd be cool if this was, and so maybe it's like there'll be, how many did we get today? 4. Maybe there's 2 others, and the idea is that was the team.
Yeah, that could be it.
Team was Ditto,
yeah.
Tangrowth, Pikachu, Smeargle.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Snorlax,
that's
and
really good,
something else.
Lumi. That's really good. I like that. I like that. That's good. Oh, he's muted.
Man.
Did you say something?
Oh no, I think he's just
No.
chilling.
I was just
He was taking it in.
engrossed in the trailer. You pulled up the trailer.
I feel like
and
every
got
time
sucked in.
I feel like I can't show you guys the trailer. Every time I play
No,
the
you
trailer,
can't.
you guys are
You
just
can't.
like, whoa.
You can't.
Sight their
well,
arms.
especially because like we're talking about it, so like my brain's looking for more. you know?
Sure.
But no, that was my entire point. Was just
Okay,
that.
right.
Yeah, I think that they could maybe be
Yeah.
the team, but I don't know. It's also interesting too that like the surf feature is obviously a pretty big part of the game.
Yeah.
And the Lapras that teaches you surf is just a normal Lapras. It's not like
Sure.
a special. And same with the Charmander that teaches you the fire thing, the Bulbasaur that teaches you leafage, all that. It's weird that like, I don't know. There's obviously intention. I don't know what the intention is, but there's obviously intention behind why they chose these Pokemon and whatever else, if there are others, to get these peculiar forms,
Yeah.
if you will.
No, that's true.
I say that Dragonite is like really freaky looking. Scares me.
What the
The Ditto one? Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. It's nightmare fuel.
It's like so. It's like
Yeah.
a baby. I don't even know. It looks like a
Hands
baby.
down the worst Dragonite form we've ever gotten.
Ditto can't just transform into Dragonite. That big head. It's crazy looking. But it is cool. Like you said when we were watching it, the scope of the world is very interesting. Like why we're flying over the whole thing or surfing around the whole thing, I guess. Seems big.
The idea of going to other islands is kind of wild to me, because correct me if I'm wrong, in the Animal Crossings I have not played the latest one, the one for the Switch, but in the Animal Crossings I have played, you get one island, right?
Yeah, well the
You
Switch
get
one
one area, you know.
yeah, the Switch one breaks a lot of stuff like that. But
Oh, does it? So you can get more in the Switch version?
you can go to like other islands. Yeah.
I knew you could visit others. Like you could visit each other's worlds.
Oh, you mean like actually travel to one, like yourself?
Yeah, like and because this seems to imply that we will be able to travel to another island and cultivate that one, and make that one our own.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I'm not too sure about how it worked in Animal Crossing because I haven't played that game in so long. Actually,
I haven't played New Horizons. That's what it was called, right? Animal Crossing New Horizons. I haven't played that one at all.
That's crazy, bro.
That's a good one.
The one that was on the Wii. I can't remember what it was, but I played that one like religiously.
Is it City Folk? Or...
Yes, that was it. City Folk. Yeah.
Yep. Played the OG and loved it so much.
What are your favorite aspects of those games?
I mean, honestly, the request system thing that they're bringing in that was like one of my favorite parts of Animal Crossing. So I'm really happy that they're doing that. But also just building your house and putting all the stuff in your house.
Yeah.
Like I wonder how much stuff we'll be able to get and put in there. It looks like a lot.
Yeah, no, just being able to customize your own world, right? And I think that's appealing to a lot of people. That's not just why Animal Crossing exists, but Minecraft. There was this game, I do not remember what it was called, but it was a Disney game, and it was for the Wii, and it was like similar where you could build your own like world, and that's gonna drive me nuts. I think it was maybe called Disney Infinity, but I loved that game too. I like the idea of just being able to build your own. Yeah, it was Disney Infinity. Being able to build your own world and customize it completely, and especially in Pokemon, right? Because that is my favorite thing. So being able to customize not my own world but my own Pokemon world. What?
Sure.
Yeah.
We got a super chat here by Jason again, and Jason says, "Have you guys played Dispatch?" I have not played Dispatch. Have you guys played it?
No, I don't even know what that is. I think maybe I heard it, but
well, the cover is a guy at a urinal. Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never.
Looks pretty good. I mean, is it a urinal simulator? I'm just kidding.
It looks like it's maybe a superhero thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of like a story thing.
Sure.
Like one of those story games. Man, that's tough. That's tough. So what else are you guys thinking about now that we got this trailer? What are you thinking about Pokopia now that we've seen this? I stand by it. I think they did not show us too much about this game in terms of features until the very end. Like, as a Pokemon fan, the thing at the end, the new Pokemon is what got me excited. But I think most everything else that they showed us, Soul, I think, Soul, you made a good point that really they just confirmed a lot of things that we expected. And it is nice to see more of the game.
Yes.
Right. Looks good. Right? Like the look of it. Quality-wise.
Yeah.
Like
and then, I mean, they did confirm, like, the request system. They confirmed this is kind of another thing that I think we assumed, but, like, the multiplayer feature, having the photo mode is really nice that they're just doing that more and more in games. Also, we got the confirmation of Heracross in the game, of Lucario, of Gudra, so that's really all I needed.
I saw Haxorus too, actually.
Yeah,
Haxorus is in the game. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that shot with Charizard and Lucario when they were taking the picture. Yeah, no, I don't think there was anything specific I wanted from this trailer other than to see more of the game and get an idea for how, I guess, expansive the playground, if you will, would be. And it seems pretty expansive. Honestly, probably the most exciting thing from the trailer to me was being able to surf to other islands, because that makes me kind of go, oh, shoot, so it's not just this one. Which this one already looks a little bigger. They, kept us in one area in the reveal trailer. And this one, I feel like they're showing more of, how expansive it is. Mm-hmm. But then showing that we can go to other ones, too. That's really big and really fun.
I mean, in Minecraft, the beauty of that is every time you boot up the game or a new game, or really anytime you play it, you could just walk forever. The game doesn't end. And I'm curious if this game is going to do something similar. I'm curious if this game is going to allow us to basically have an endless world, right? Or seemingly endless world. It looks.
Yeah.
I don't think that mechanic is difficult. I don't think it's difficult to implement. You got to create. They would have to create some sort of like. There would be like a rule set for how the world can like I don't know. Because if that's the case, then I can build a tower, or I can build a town, and then build a little road that builds, and then build a new town. Like, and then I end up building this whole kingdom. And again, like when I'm playing,
build your own region, man. You can build your own Pokemon region.
That's what I'm saying. I really think that this game could function as like a Mario Maker for the Pokemon games. This game is grid based. It's like the 2D games, right? Which are grid based, and people love ROM hacks. But how cool would it be if you could actually build your own? Like that, I literally would do that. That would be so much fun. And what if there's like a little download code where, you actually know that exists. You can go into other people's worlds. So if someone builds a region, now you could go into their region and explore whatever that is. It's not battling, but you could actually check out someone else's region. That sounds like a blast. Doesn't that? What do you think about that, Chad? That sounds like so much fun. Is that something that?
Does sound like
I don't think anyone was asking for it, but I'm like, that sounds like a blast.
Right.
This is our multi-region game.
Yeah.
By the way, this is kind of interesting. Joe Merrick posted that the Pokemon variants only get these names in English, whereas in Japanese they're treated as forms. So like Moslax isn't Moslax in Japanese. It's Snorlax, and then in parentheses they put Moss. Pikachu in parentheses pale.
Okay. Interesting.
So
Either way, though, if they did do that in the English, they got to expect that the English-speaking people would be like, oh, but these are not really then forms. If that's the case,
guys,
I do think that they take that into account for these kind of things.
Yeah,
it's a big thing.
And you know what? You know what those Japanese names sound a lot like? Blood Moon Ursaluna.
Yeah. Ursaluna, Blood Moon.
Literally, right? Like what
Floette,
is
Red Flower, Floette, Eternal Flower.
Is that even Ursa Luna? Let's go to the Bulbapedia. What is its name in Japanese? Let's see. Ursaluna is there.
The screen's so far away that under Ursaluna where it says, I guess, Pete Pokemon, I thought it said Peak.
Oh, sure. The peak Pokemon.
Ursaluna, the peak Pokemon.
I was just like, oh, peak Pokemon.
Let me see. Yeah, let me see if we can actually. Because if they write it the same way,
it should be right at the top.
Yeah, but it's for the Blood Moon version.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it. Man, that's...
I don't know. Oh wait, here in other languages. Yeah.
Blood Moon. What is this? Akatsuki.
Yeah, but we can't like tell if they like parentheses.
Yeah,
they put it with it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It looks like another language. It would just be like this. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, in other languages, the Luna, the moon reference would be before the Pokemon's name, and it looks like it's the same thing.
So like the Italian one is just the Italian one just says Blood Moon, and so does I think the German one just says Blood Moon. The French one just says Blood Moon. So I think the word that they're translating here is just Blood Moon.
Oh, I see.
Ursaluna.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So it could just be that. Yeah.
I mean, as far as my headcanon's concerned, that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't know, dude. I'm excited. I think, and also having these new Pokemon in the game is also really cool because it's like, oh, that's fun. It's like if I ever want to interact with these Pokemon, it's like I don't know. Oftentimes when I'm playing when I'm playing a spin-off Pokemon game, it is always nice to see any of the Pokemon because like you're seeing them in a new context. But like just having a new Pokemon there, a new specific Pokemon form to that game does kind of bring it above and beyond, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
Have you played any more Pokemon Snap?
See, but new Pokemon Snap,
I haven't.
That's funny because the Illumina
I need to.
Pokemon or whatever, they're kind of similar to this, right? It's like an idea of this, but they just didn't change really. So.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't think they're actually...
You have to play the game more to speak on the Illumina.
I've seen them.
I do need to play them.
Play the game more.
I do need to play it more.
You know, I thought about it the other day. I was like,
me too.
After ZA, I might just pop that in, and then I was like, but it's really not great for like streaming content because you play the same things over and over and over again.
Well, you don't stream it then. Just play it.
just
Take
play
it
it.
in.
Sure. I'm with you
It'll
on that.
make you appreciate all the Pokemon in that game at least a little bit more.
All of them.
All of
No,
them.
I do.
Yeah,
I do like
I
that.
think all of them. You know.
Mhm.
But some of them more than others, for sure. You know, like Drampa in that game. Oh my goodness. You know.
Oh, Drampa is in the game?
Oh yeah, and
Damn.
I mean he's cool in it too, man.
I
Is
need
he?
Mega Drampa in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
Mega
wish
Mega
it was
Drampa
nuts.
in the game.
Oh, I wanted to show you guys. I'll do this live right now. I wanted to show you. Check this out, guys. Hold on.
Let's see.
Screw it. He's doing it live.
I'll do a little story time. So,
Story time.
Legends EA, when I bought the game, right? They at GameStop at midnight, they put me in for
Oh,
a
yeah.
raffle, free raffle.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won the raffle, and they were like, "Oh, you could have anything you want." And I'm looking around, and I'm like, "Guys, all I really
Anything?
care about is Pokemon, maybe Zelda." I'm like, "Maybe if you have like Elder Scrolls Oblivion." I'm like, "They're not gonna have that." I'm like, I don't really know if I want anything. What about that thing over there on the wall? Is that something I could have? And they're like, "Okay, yeah, well, you could have that. Well, I'll call you in 3 weeks." And it's been a month, and so I went to GameStop, and I got this giant Legends EA
That's
poster.
awesome.
It's huge.
And I have no
That's
idea what
awesome.
to do with this. And
Put it up on your wall back there. I see the perfect space for it.
no, that's where the TV is gonna go one of these
Okay,
days.
fine. Then on the side wall.
Look at how big this is. I don't know what to do with it. It's like bigger than me. It's literally bigger than me.
Put it on that side wall right over there.
But what's
the
so
white wall?
Yeah, no, probably. What's so cool about this is that like we don't appreciate this enough, but Scizor, he's literally on the box art, and
They should have made it more available. It's on the box art. You can't even use it in game, essentially.
you also have Steelix. Steelix is on the box art,
And you know who you
Mm-hmm.
don't have?
and you also have Totodile,
Zygarde.
and you have Chikorita. No, Zygarde's like
He's
They
off
cut
the
off there.
camera. He got cut off.
yeah, he's not even on the flap. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Dang.
But, like-
this is his game.
Lucario's on the cover.
Well, yeah. and that's what
Pikachu's on the
makes it
cover.
great.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's pretty sick. Gardevoir's on the cover. There's actually like a lot of cool Pokemon. Anyways, so I got this. I don't know what to do with it. I gotta put it somewhere. Gotta
Gotta put it up somewhere. Maybe
Yeah.
on the wall, right next, like to the.
Oh,
That's what
like
I'm saying,
right here?
to
Of
the-
you? Yeah, right over there.
yep,
Sure.
Yeah.
Can totally
Yeah,
see
maybe.
it still.
And
I
then
big
you
enough.
can eventually put your Pokopia poster there, and then your Gen 10 poster.
I think I
Eventually
want
It
to.
becomes this giant collage of posters.
Yeah, there's a lot of white wall there. I think I want to. I think I want to frame it. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna frame it, just so it actually has some structure, because it is cardboard. It got a little dinged up. But I don't know, man. I've never actually gotten like a poster like this. But my 10-year-old self, I used to get like a Nintendo Power, and I used to like. It didn't even matter what the poster was or if I had played the game. I got a free poster in every Nintendo Power, and I would put it up on my wall.
Nice.
But this is like
Yeah.
this is the cream of the crop. This is so cool.
Yeah, that's.
Anyways, I just wanted to show that.
No, it's epic.
Yeah, Lumi, do we have any rumors? I know this is actually way more exciting that we got brand new Pokemon, but do we have any
before we
rumors
do-
that we can review?
You are gonna move on, but I was thinking like just a final thought on this game.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to. I just think
Yeah, we're live.
for $70, because that is a big thing in it.
Oh,
it's
sure. Okay. Yeah, I forgot we didn't finish
No.
this conversation.
Yeah, for me, like seeing this trailer, like, is this worth $70? I almost would want to wait a little bit, but I'm a Pokemon content creator, so it's kind of hard for me to wait. But if I was just like an average, casual Pokemon fan
Just a
player
person,
or whatever,
yeah.
just a regular person, I would be like, this looks good. I'll probably wait till it goes down or there's like a sale or some kind of thing. But I don't know, because
Or not pre-order, pre-owned.
$70 is a lot for this. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot
It
in
is,
this
I
game, but it feels.
No, I think
pricey for it.
there's definitely more than they're showing us, right? They always leave stuff a secret. I think
sure.
though the thing that sucks is like for me that's more of a complaint about the industry than it is the
Yeah.
Because like here's the thing: if Mario Kart World is $80, this is $70. Like from what I've seen, I think that's fine. But the flip side of that is I don't think Mario Kart World was worth $80.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just like a thing of instead of asking is it worth $70, you kind of have to compare it to the other things that are $70 and then go, is it worth the same price as that? And maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's hard to say too when we've only gotten 2 trailers. But I will say, like, yeah, it's the new standard. So, Gen 10 is going to be 70, possibly 80, for all we know. They said
I think it will be 80 probably. Yeah,
Donkey Kong was 80, so.
Mm-hmm.
I think
all their AAA titles will be like that, I imagine.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think I guess we got to look at, like, I don't know. I really struggle with this discourse because I'm like, I think judging whether or not a game is worth it or not is completely up to the person.
I agree.
Like in what their personal taste is going to be. And I also have to think, I think I also struggle in there's always comments suggesting that I'm like apologizing or whatever for, like, I'm not saying a price increase is a good thing and I like it. Like, I still have to pay the cost. Like, it sucks. But a $10 difference, I don't know. Like, yes, it does add up, but also I think it's we make decisions every single day about what we want to spend money on. I'm sure there's things at the grocery store that you spend money on that I would think would be stupid. People buy Doritos. No, actually, Doritos are pretty good. But people buy things, right, that I would think is not worth the money. So I don't buy them. And I think there's an expectation or there's, I guess I'm trying to figure this out. But, like, I think, I don't know, is it like the consumerism that we're all caught up in? Like, I wanted to start this podcast because I love Pokemon specifically, right? Like, I love Pokemon. I'll always be playing Pokemon. I'm going to buy the new game. I don't buy every Pokemon game. I buy all the mainline games, but, like, there's games that I don't buy. I don't buy plushies. Right. I don't buy a lot of things. I don't spend money on Pokemon Go. There's a lot of things that I choose not to do.
I don't buy plushies either.
No, Lumi buys plushies. But I'm saying, like, for me, I don't get enjoyment out of that. I don't buy Pokemon cards, right? So it's like, we can complain about this one game being expensive. And I guess I'm talking about just this one game, right? I'm talking about like an individual game. Again, I think the broader conversation in the industry, sure, like you can. Well, I don't know. I still kind of believe the same thing, but I think it's understandable if you play a lot of different games. Yes, things are getting more expensive. Whatever. That's a whole different conversation. But I'm saying, I guess, I don't know. I don't think we can come on this podcast and be like, yes, you should purchase it, or no, you shouldn't. Like, I think,
absolutely.
I think if you.
Oh no, I'm just talking about for myself.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm saying, like, I don't know if I would personally do that.
So I stopped buying Pokemon cards because I can't afford it. It's like you get one ETB for like $50, $60. And what is that? 8 Pokemon packs, and then you have, for me, it's not worth it because I get like 2 minutes of a rush opening those packs, and then maybe I look at the cards on my desk over the next month. Like, it's not, to me, that's not worth $60. But any of these Pokemon games, if I'm interested in them and I buy them, I'm probably going to spend 30, 40, 50, if it's a mainline game, up to 300, 400 hours in the game. If you ask me, that's worth my money. For me personally, that's worth my money. I do think, again, it gets a little bit more complicated when we're talking about the industry at large, because then it's like, okay, well, if you're a fan of a lot of different things, yeah, you're being priced out, and that sucks. But I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm less interested in the price, and because I feel like I'm like, I don't know. I go to the movies, I'm gonna go see Wicked, and that's gonna be fun, and that's probably gonna cost $40 with friends to buy like a Coca-Cola and a ticket. And maybe we get dinner.
Popcorn
okay,
at the theater's about $50.
That's what I'm saying.
Nowadays.
Like, and are you going to say that's not worth it? I think it's up to me. It's
a lot of times I do say that.
Okay, well then don't go to the movies. But to me, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just trying to pinpoint what we're complaining about or what we think is a problem. If you don't like this game and you don't think it's good, then I'll get it. Like, that's fine.
Well, not only that, but I do think, like, people are saying, I don't like that. I don't like that. The game is $70, and they kind of put that on Pokemon. They're like, screw you, Pokemon, for making this game $70 and it's not worth $70, which again, I don't think we can say that.
I just think it's subjective,
to be honest.
And there's been all this inflation, and none of that's good, and it all sucks. My eggs cost a lot of, like, literally groceries cost a lot of money. That's where my money's going, to groceries.
My whole thing is like, but it's not Pokemon doing this; it's the entire industry. You know?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think your
so
point bringing that up was just like to say, that's just the way that it's going, essentially.
And it sucks. And I'm not saying it's to be clear, I'm not saying it's the way it's going, guys, so shut up. I'm saying it's the way it's going, so let's pinpoint what the problem is. The problem's the industry standard, not this one game,
From what I've seen, I actually think the problem is, like, I guess a lot of stuff feels really intangible, and I'm not equipped to even have this conversation, but I think there's, like, global politics. I think we could probably, like, maybe get a little bit more politically involved and try to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are the root is not because of the industry. The root is that, like, everything's getting more expensive, right? But I don't know. Yeah. I'm not equipped to talk about this. This is a Pokemon podcast. I literally am not the person to be talking about anything that I just.
Oh yeah.
The can of worms that I just opened. I'm gonna stop talking.
No, I agree with you, but I seriously just brought it up to be like, $70 feels like a lot for this game for me personally. Like, maybe you love this so much that you really want it. But to me, I'm like, I could possibly wait till it's a little cheaper. Sure. It just, to me, if this was $40, it's like a day one purchase, but games are not $40 anymore.
Yeah.
So,
what if it was $60? Does that make a difference? Because I honestly feel like that doesn't make a big difference. I think 60 to 70 doesn't make a big difference.
It really is $10.
One game.
It's not a big deal.
For one game.
Yeah.
If you buy a lot of games, I just want to be clear to the listeners, if you buy a lot of games, the $10 increase, it does add up. Like, that is valid.
Yeah, for sure.
That gets and then DLC and then a new console. It gets expensive. I get that.
Well, it's also scary because of, like, the direction of the industry, right? Like, it's $70 right now. In 5 years, are they going to start trying to? When the Nintendo Switch 3 comes out, are they going to start trying to sell us games for $100 a game?
Yeah,
yeah, right. One day, eventually, I'm sure. My whole point is just like, I feel like $60 is too much for this game. You know what I mean? Like, I think
so that's on you. Yeah, that's totally fine.
For me, I'm like, I would pay $40 to $50 for this experience. Like, that's what I want to pay. But that is not the reality. I'm just saying that. So I don't know. I maybe other people think that they showed enough in this for me to think, or maybe I need to see more, or maybe I need to watch it over. Like, maybe there's something that needs to sell me a little bit more.
Yeah, that's valid.
I would have preferred it be cheaper for me personally.
And I think this is where, like I love what you're saying, because this is where I fall on, like, with Legends EA. People, like, my biggest issue with the criticisms of that game is it felt like people were going into it, and criticism is fine, but, like, it felt like they were going into it either wanting to hate it, or they just had different, or they just had different, they had different interests, or, like, different expectations for the game. Like, if you go into a Pokemon game and expect it to be, I don't even know. I don't play any. I'm a Pokemon fan first. I'm not a gamer first. And I feel like people go into Pokemon games expecting. I can't even give you an example. The chat could give me some examples of, like, cutting it, like Elden Ring, right? Like, people go into it being like, it needs to be realistic looking, and it needs to be super difficult, and it needs to be, like, super meta, and it needs to be. And I'm like, I'm playing. You know what? I meant to do that. You know what? Can we actually? I actually wanted to react to Ron's, the beginning of True Green 7's new ZA review, because I think it totally ties into this conversation. He basically, in like 2 minutes, explains why people are so divisive, or why ZA was so divisive for people. And I just think he, like, perfectly explained it. I'll pull that up in a little bit. But my point is just, like, I feel like people are going into ZA and a lot of Pokemon games with a certain expectation, and I'm like, that's fine. If you don't like that, then don't get it. That's totally fine. But as me, a Pokemon fan, that's all I I just want to be able to use my Pokemon in, like, some sort of sandbox. That's all I care about. And so this looks so sick to me. And to me, also, I love it. Like, I like these cozy games. I've spent hours playing these games. Like, this is, to me, totally worth it. We got a super chat from Sampy that I think ties into this. Sampy says, video games should be justified by how much time you plan to put into it. If I see myself spending less than $5 an hour for the game, I can and will get it. And that's how I look at it. I'm like, If
Yeah,
I
that's
spend
good.
60 hours, that's $1 an hour of enjoyment. That is worth it. When I buy cookies at the store, like that's 30 seconds of enjoyment, those cookies. And then it's like a week of, or like 5 hours of regret and depression and embarrassment that I ate the whole sleeve of cookies, like, so it's like, that's like negative value,
He's totally right. That's essentially what I'm going to wait for is like, for me in this game, I'm probably going to wait for the reviews and see like how much time people put into it, what the features are, because then I can properly like assess how much time I'm going to actually spend playing this game. Like if you guys get this game, which you probably are right off the bat, and you're like, this is amazing, this was a really fun game, you got so much stuff to do, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm getting it. That's kind of how it is for me. This is one of those games where it's like, it's not like a day one, like I need it before it even comes out.
Sure.
It's like, I need to know what I'm getting into before I spend that amount of money on it, essentially. That's how I feel about this game. In general, it does look good in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this, Dusty. I was going to watch this, but I was like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't get around to it. But
the whole, I mean, it's a 30-minute review. This is by TrueGreen7, friend of the podcast. But I was watching this and I was like, damn, I'm like, I think it'd be really cool to just bring this up because I feel like he perfectly encapsulated in just a couple minutes what I had been thinking. And I think what the discourse was on this show. And, we do our best to explain stuff, but sometimes we don't always get it right. So I guess if you guys don't mind, you mind if I just play this for a sec?
No, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, let's see. This is True Green 7.
Hey guys, Ron here, and before I begin, you must know that I'm about to review one of the most divisive Pokemon games ever. Not among Pokemon fans, but among people. I believe the difference in opinion stems from each player having a completely different reason for playing Pokemon games, a very different perspective when it comes to what Pokemon games should be, and their relationship with the most recent Pokemon games in general. You have those who play Pokemon because it's one of the many video games that they enjoy, or used to enjoy. Pokemon may not be in their top 10 favorite franchises, so they very much will compare the games to other games, and if they are not graphically or mechanically up to the high budget standards of those other games that they enjoy more, it makes sense that the flaws will be glaring to them. Then you have those like my friends and siblings and many of you guys watching who play Pokemon because they like Pokemon and may play many other video games but aren't necessarily comparing them to other games because what they get out of Pokemon is completely different.
He's talking about me. I think he's talking about all of us.
These aren't people who are lowering their standards. They very much love all the critically acclaimed games that have come out this year, but play Pokemon because they like raising a team of Pokemon, battling, running around, and enjoying their time. They are definitely not shills. They just play Pokemon because they like Pokemon.
You hear that? This is why I'm playing it, because of all this, because of the shill allegations.
I totally agree. I feel like I've had these same thoughts. I've been trying on Twitter to just like, you remember at the beginning, I was like, why is this happening? And I really feel like his first line of this whole thing was spot on, where it's like, it's just multiple different people coming at it from multiple different angles. Like everyone has their own expectation of what's going on. Anyway, I don't know how much more you want to show of this, but
just a little bit more. Yeah, I guess the biggest thing here for me is like, I feel like we're oftentimes comparing. I feel like we look at new games and the conversation's is always framed around like, okay, well, it's these games are the same price and these games are coming out at the same time. Therefore, these games should look identical or serve the same purpose. But I think there's also games like what was that game that came out? I was going to use like Tetris or like a block puzzle game as an example, but maybe a better example would be like, what was that game that came out that like won Game of the Year or whatever? I don't know if it was Game of the Year, but it won some awards. It's like the card game.
Yes.
Blatro. Yeah, that's like a card game, right?
Yeah.
No one's playing that and thinking, man, why is this not more like Elden Ring? Why is this not more like whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
yes, I know.
I feel like we judge these games on really superficial reasons, but and they can be valid to you. Again, I want to clarify, like, if these are things that you care about, fine. Then you care about that, then that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to change your mind, but I believe that instead we should be looking at the intention of the game. And for me, a Pokemon game, the intention, people forget. It's like, I want to use these creatures. So
I've been saying that for a while. It's not just a problem in the video game industry. It's a problem And like I really like movies, and it's a problem over there is you'll have people what's a big Oscar winning or Oscar nominated movie. I'm always blanking on, like, Titanic, right? The Titanic movie, great movie. And you'll have people, they'll see Titanic, they'll do their review of it, and then they'll go see Wreck-It Ralph, and they will rate it, and they'll go and see Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, sure. It's like, who was it? Scorsese was like, the Marvel movies are not cinema. They are not film. Is that what you're getting at?
That's the thing, is like, kind of. Like, that's the thing.
It's content.
These reviewers will go into all three of these, and they'll rate them the same. And it's like, okay, well, like, they'll rate them in the same way. Like, they'll take off points from Avengers Infinity War, from Wreck-It Ralph, for not being Titanic. And it's kind of like, okay, Titanic, its target audience is, a completely different target audience.
I want to watch that.
Than Star Wars is, then Infinity War is, then Wreck-It Ralph is. You know what I mean? Like, they're all picking from different target audiences. I think you can maybe more comparatively go with, like, Marvel and Star Wars. That is a similar demographic and definitely has some overlap. But, like, I'm sorry, the Wreck-It Ralph is a movie being made for children. Titanic is not being made for children. And it's weird to me, and I think you're seeing this across all things, books, movies, video games, where people are comparing them all as a lump sum. They're going, how is this as a book? And it's like, no, it's not how is this as a book. It's not how is this as a video game. It's how is this at what it's trying to do.
Yeah. On this week's Secret Power, our bonus podcast that we put out for patrons and YouTube channel members, which is live right now, we talk about the new Frankenstein movie.
Oh, nice.
And I watched it, and it was so good.
Oh, you watched it?
It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
It was so good. It was so good. Did you watch it, Soul?
Yeah. I brought
it
it up
good.
in
It was
that.
so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Like, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Because it is like it's like long and like very dialogue heavy, but I loved it. Yeah, it was great.
And the whole movie.
Twice.
Yeah.
I'm saving it for next year.
And the whole movie, I was thinking, I'm like, they really botched the story of Legend ZA. I'm like, this is literally so compelling. Obviously, it's like the story of Frankenstein is like a classic.
I mean, the Frankenstein thing is like a deep,
but that's like what it's all the same themes. It's about immortal life. Like, it's needing a companion.
Kinda,
That's what anyways, we can get into that later. But
you watch Frankenstein, and then you go and you watch, I don't know, Pokemon: The Rise of Darkrai.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is this crap?
No, but I'm being serious. Like, no, I think ZA is a proper comparison because they're tackling the same themes. I just think.
Sure.
Anyways, okay. So I just want to let's wrap this up. I just want to show you the rest of this intro. I just think it's so good.
Yeah.
Let me just go back a little bit. All right.
Battling, running around, and enjoying their time. They are definitely not shills. They just play Pokemon because they like Pokemon.
You hear that,
then you have
guys?
people like me who don't play other games and shouldn't be expected to play other video games in order to enjoy a casual children's game like Pokemon. So there's no world in which I would compare Pokemon to other games because I simply don't have that perspective. I have other hobbies that I put my time and money into, and I play Pokemon not because it's a video game, but because I'm a huge fan of the Pokemon themselves, the franchise, and the various Pokemon-related media that comes out. So when a game like Legend ZA is released and gives me the opportunity to play the exact way I want to play Pokemon, there is no reason for me to be disappointed. All the flaws in the game are objective, but they don't impede my ability to play in the way I prioritize playing.
Yes!
If you prioritize graphics because it can ruin your immersion, then that is totally valid, but every person playing has different priorities. If this game does not deliver on what you paid for, you should be annoyed. It makes sense. But fans like me should also be annoyed when those who don't enjoy the games do not understand our perspective and berate us for liking the game. This review isn't a recommendation for those who are on the fence. This is simply my account of everything I experienced playing these games. It's the literal reality. It's not me telling you what you should feel, but rather describing how I felt. There were things I loved, and there were things I disliked. I have not been paid to disguise my true thoughts. I shouldn't even have to say that. I genuinely think a very off-putting trait a person can have is...
All right, I think that's about it. But
the amount of times I've been accused of that same exact thing, bro.
Dude, people
You're
act
getting paid to say this. Oh my gosh.
people
man.
act like I
Come
get paid on Twitter. I'm like, I'm not getting.
No.
Every time I post something funny, people are like, oh, the rent's due. I'm like, I don't make any money on Twitter. There's no money to be made on Twitter. What are you talking about? This is just. Anyways,
insane.
so I thought that was a really good encapsulation of a lot of the conversations we've been having over the last couple of months. And I've gotten pretty
Yeah, I
heated
agree.
because I haven't really known exactly how to express what I had been thinking, and I thought Ron did a really good job of that. I linked the video in the description. If you're interested, you can you can go check out Ron's full video or his full review of ZA. But I thought it was pretty good. AJ's in the chat. AJ says, I think it's a column A, a column B situation. I don't think Game Freak intends to make their Pokemon games cozy games. That's a distinction. People who enjoy them in that way cast them as that. I kind of disagree. I think they functionally are like the old games function like that. Maybe cozy games not the exact right term because that is a genre. But anyways, okay. But AJ
Maybe
says
like almost casual games, maybe.
For me, they feel cozy because I'm like, I can shut my brain off.
But
know?
I think part of that also comes from our familiarity with it and the fact that it's
Sure.
been with us for,
Yeah.
20, like maybe Zelda is a cozy game to the people who have been playing it for so long.
That's fair.
So
No, that's fair.
I know
feels
that it
cozy.
doesn't,
That's actually that's fair. He said,
Semantics.
yeah. AJ continues. He says, but that doesn't mean what they are isn't valuable for the things that they do have and offer. Plenty of games that are made for children care about quality, and they should become kids deserve that too. Yeah, I think the point is that like Pokemon games have an appeal, and it's the monsters, and it's creating a sandbox for you to interact with those monsters. And ZA for me was like excelled at that. I think Legends Arceus excelled at that for me. When I'm playing the game, being able to use my Pokemon in the overworld, that's the direction that I want to go with these Pokemon games. And so the main point that I think Ron has that I have is just, if you don't like it, that's fine. But like the comparison is not productive. The comparison is just, you shouldn't like this. You should like more, or you should like this instead. Like, I don't know. It's just, it feels like people telling me what I should prioritize or care about,
For sure.
which is weird.
Exactly.
But
yeah, it is. It's a very weird thing going on.
Kotu
Yeah,
Nerd says,
I agree.
I'm not going to be picking up Pokopia anymore. I needed combat like Minecraft. Not going to get it with no Minecraft like combat. Kotu Nerds, that's valuable. I mean, that's valid. That is valid. Honestly, that was something that I wanted. We'll have to wait and see because we could see that.
Yeah, I was about
we
to
could
say,
see. We
I
could
don't
see
think we
that.
can say definitively it's not here. It very well may not be here. I'm not saying I think it will be, but I'm just saying, this is the second trailer.
Yeah, I was wondering if we will get more. Like, so it comes out in March, right? I mean, I guess there will be something on Pokemon Day about it. That's what I would
Absolutely,
imagine.
There will be. And yeah, and then they also like to leave some things a surprise for the actual release of the game, right? I don't think, because this is, even though it's not a mainline Pokemon game, it is a Nintendo Switch 2 big 3, if you will, title. So I don't think we go to Pokemon Day without hearing more about this game.
Yeah.
Pokemon Day, I imagine, would be the final trailer just because it is it's releasing a week after Pokemon Day.
Sure.
But
Yeah. It's crazy that it's a week after Pokemon Day, by the way.
it is, yeah, March 5th.
It's just like
it's
like literally
exactly I think it's actually a little less than a week. I think it's 6 days, maybe. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Dude, this is nuts. I
wild.
love to see these new Pokemon. I gotta honestly, this is actually supercharging me to make a video on my main channel.
Nice.
Do it, man.
Yeah.
I actually did just release a brand new video about ZA and the DLC that is on my channel right now. I put that out last night.
Requiem Impact.
But this is making me want to make a video. Like I'm feeling juiced. Like I'm feeling like I got a lot of ideas. I think we missed. And then P1 Polyrath also super chatted and said, GTA is GTA, Pokemon is Pokemon, stop comparing.
Right,
That was to the previous conversation, and I totally
Yes,
agree.
indeed.
And again, criticism is good. I'm not like, just to close this up, criticism is good.
Yeah.
But if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Requiem
Lumi.
Impact said Pikachu evolves into Daichu.
That's good.
I like Raichu better. But
Yeah,
all right.
Raichu's a little bit cuter, but that's
I feel
funny.
like
Daichu.
Raichu's more of the direction they'd go, but Daichu's great.
Raichu is so
Raichu goes
good.
wild.
That was good. Lumi, do we have any rumors?
Yep, check the Twitter.
Perfect.
Yes.
Lumi's been cooking.
That was actually Soul. This one was Soul.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
And to be clear, not who wrote up this rumor.
You mean
but
the
who found
intern?
it. We do not write the rumors.
Oh, you know what? Before we even do this, let's plug something that I don't think we've ever even plugged before. We actually we are now we have a Hidden Power community member representing us on Reddit. This Reddit r/
Crazy.
Hidden Power Podcast. This is this was created a couple years ago by a fan of the show, and I think it kind of got abandoned. We have never really plugged it or pushed it that much, but yeah, we are on Reddit. If I think we're still trying to discover like what we're even gonna do on this platform, but if you use Reddit, give us a follow. And I think because this is the early stages of this of us being on Reddit, you can actually help kind of control the direction and give your feedback of what you'd like to see on this platform. I mean, I think I really don't know. I used to use Reddit literally daily, and I just haven't used it that much in recent years. Now that we have the Discord set up, no, Reddit's great. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're open to taking, if you want to make a post and there's like, here's a suggestion of what we should do. I'm trying to think about what other YouTubers will do with their Reddit pages. We could post memes. We can have discussions about, continued the discussion of what we talk about on the podcast. This is just it's a brand new place for Hidden Power discussions. And if you're interested, r/Hidden Power Podcast, and you could help control the direction of this. I don't even know what we're doing with this yet. But shout out Northender, who's helping us make this possible. So go check this out. r/Hidden Power Podcast. That was like a new thing like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, this is fun. This could be fun. This could be a fun thing that we do. All right. We got a brand new rumor here. I don't even know what this is. All right. New Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC rumor details. All right, the headline here is that it seems like we're going to get new information about Mega Darkrai, Heatran, Zeraora. Oh, this is cool. Absol second Mega, Lucario second Mega. Okay, this is cool. All right, let's get into this. Dude, Dragon Lucario. I didn't even think about that. All right, we got a brand new rumor for Pokemon Legends ZA in the Mega Dimension DLC. Hi guys, I'm back to disclose some info about the new Mega Evolutions in the Mega Dimension DLC. Have fun speculating their detail designs. This is pretty cool.
So it's like a mock-up of like what we got leaked about Legends ZA originally, right? That's kind of what I'm imagining. Like they're gonna give us the descriptions of them right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because we know which megas from the data mine are gonna be in the game. Like which new megas, but we don't really know what they're going to look like. So this is an explanation of these details, or it's details of these designs.
Kind of exciting.
Yeah. So all right. So this says Darkrai becomes bulkier in appearance with a dark shadow-like cape that covers itself. The animation involves Darkrai expanding its shadow-like cape to attack or defend, and when doing so, its long, thin legs will get exposed. It remains pure Dark type. What do you guys think about that?
I could.
Sounds like what you would expect.
Yeah, the design's hard to measure. I'm like always looking at the typing, and I could see it staying pure Dark type. And we do have a for Darkrai, Heatran, and Zeraora, we have leaked dex entries for them, and this was from like the Terra Leak build of ZA, so it's it shouldn't be taken as like this will be their what would you call it, their dex entries like in the final game, but it basically like says that Darkrai like it becomes this giant shadow or something and nothing can escape its evil eye, and so that's kind of what it's saying is lining up a little bit. Like I could see it lining up with what we heard about its dex entry.
Okay.
Just those dex entries, like essentially they don't say too much. Darkrai is the most interesting, but
they give probably the most direction about Darkrai, I would say.
Right, but ultimately I think they just the thing they hint at the most is that their typings like are like mega versions of them. Obviously, like it's just like more fire, more darkness, more electricity.
I've got it here. It's so for Darkrai, it's dark. its dark power blocks out the sun, shrouding the surrounding area in darkness. There is no escaping its evil eye.
More darkness.
Dude, we gotta see.
You know?
It's gonna get a big eye. That's what I want to see. Just one big eye.
Yeah, one big eye.
It's probably gonna get something like that.
It kind of does have like one. Doesn't it have? Does it have 2 eyes? Why do I
does.
not remember if Darkrai has 2 eyes?
I think it's
I think
always
it
just
has one. The other one's covered. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
all
Or
right.
they
that's
always
probably-
show. Yeah, one's
Yeah.
covered.
So continuing, Heatran doesn't change too much. Mostly the steel-like armor covers most of its body now, yet you can see clear lava coming out under it, dripping onto the ground. That's kind of cool, kind of weird. I'm thinking about Slugma. I guess I would
Yeah, a
have.
little bit.
I kind of like the idea of like the metal becoming liquid because it's so hot, right?
Yeah.
Rather
Makes
than
sense.
the metal. Maybe the metal melts, which then covers the entire body. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like Heatran's it's kind of a pretty straightforward design. It has a cool type, but it's a pretty straightforward design. I struggle to think what they could do that would be kind of like surprising. I really think just Mega Heatran's going to be exactly whatever you're imagining in your mind, that's what it's going to become.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
pretty
thing to
much.
remember too is like megas usually don't like drastically change the design.
Yeah.
So it won't be too far, probably won't be too far from what Heatran currently is. By the way, its Dex entry is, it's said that if it goes all out, it can heat its body temperature over 1.8
Yeah.
million degrees Fahrenheit.
Jeez.
This
Like,
keeps,
it's gonna
Million.
destroy the universe.
this heat keeps enemies at bay. No,
Well, thank
this
God it's not
heat
Celsius.
ends all life on Earth.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's just going to get hot.
More
It's just
fire.
it's a hot frog. That's all it is. What the frog? All right. Zeraora unsurprisingly becomes more like a free fighter, yet the typing remains pure electric. The body shape is overall the same. Color is slightly darker, and now both its hands and the tip of its tail are constantly glowing with plasma-like effects surrounding them all the time. Yeah, what's it? Its signature move is Plasma Fist, right? So I guess it makes
yeah.
sense to lean into that aspect, the plasma, and I think we've seen that as like glowing blue energy. That makes a lot of sense. Kind of disappointed it doesn't get the fighting type. It's always fun when a Pokemon gets a new type, but yeah, I think none of this sounds too out of the realm of possibility. I guess it would have been cool
Right.
to see Zeraora maybe get like to actually become its like shiny color. I feel like they've really hyped, like we've gotten shiny Zeraora before, and because of that, it makes me think Game Freak would want to promote, I guess, like its shiny color, but it getting a little bit darker, that's fine too.
Interesting. Yeah.
Its Dex entry is it stores up 10 lightning strikes worth of electricity. When it stops limiting itself,
Yeah.
it's in the strongest class of electric Pokemon.
Yeah,
More
Interesting.
electric.
Yeah, so
You know,
more
it's just
yeah.
that's great. Their Dex
I
entry is
could
just like
see
more.
it going electric fighting. They didn't say it on here, so if this is real, then it probably stays pure electric, which I could see too. But
Yeah.
I think electric fighting makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting into the part of like we're getting to the megas now that like are really intriguing to me, and I forget how much we've even talked about this. I've definitely discussed this, but I forget. The idea of Absol, Garchomp, and Lucario. We know that they're going to be receiving new mega evolutions, and this is really interesting because these Pokemon have a mega evolution already. So the idea of them getting a second evolution, that is not crazy because Raichu has 2 megas, Charizard, Mewtwo have 2 megas.
Right.
But I guess what's weird is like, what would they call this? And I had a thought last night. Could they call these? I really want if these megas are gonna be defined as something, I think it makes sense for them to be called like Mega Z, right?
I think so.
But I also think it'd be really cool if Absol becomes like a fairy type. Like I would love if they call it like Mega Absol F for fairy. And because my whole theory is that there's like 26 dimensions.
Right.
And that is what the Z to A is like of the game. It's not just the Royale, but it's also like all these different dimensions. And so
The
X
deep
and Y
lore.
megas are like from those specific, we literally have 2 games called X and Y, right? This is ideally the Z. This game is going to be all of them together.
I don't know about Absol and Garchomp, but I actually think Lucario's not from the dimension because I think Karina's gonna
Sure.
like use it when she first battles us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Interesting.
Because I was gonna say like the alternative to like one of those letters is they could call it like hyperspace mega absol or something, right?
Yeah, I think I would like for because they've hinted at this is hinted even further with the Diancie. In fact, it's pretty much confirmed with the little Diancie side quest we got. Story spoilers, guys. But they say that like the ultimate weapon that fired 5 years ago is the one that fired in X and Y, is why we're seeing new Mega Evolutions in ZA. So like the idea they're proposing is like Mega Clefable, Mega Dragonite, Mega Meganium for Alligator, yada yada yada. Those are from the ultimate weapon 5 years ago. So my thing is, I'm wondering, Ainge did fire. Could some of these megas not be from an alternate dimension, but be from Ainge, and like maybe they'll call them Z because they were from like the final weapon,
Or Mega Lucario A for Ainge.
Yeah, that too. It'll be an A. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, Lumi, that is good. That you are cooking right now. That is good.
It makes sense.
That.
Yeah. Could totally see it.
But yeah, I definitely think Lucario will be like from our dimension, just because even in the trailer, a lot of people point out on the key art they gave us for Mega Dimension, where we're all like going through the wormhole, all the Pokemon are Mega Evolved except for Hoopa, who doesn't have a Mega Evolution, according to this, is not getting one, and Karina's Lucario, which like tells me, why would they not show Mega Lucario? Why would they not do that? We know Mega Lucario, because it's not going to be that Mega Lucario. It's going to be this new one. And then also they even showed a shot of her Mega Evolving, but wouldn't show, like they just showed the logo and then like kept going with the trailer. And so like to me it was definitely suggesting she has the new Mega Lucario.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. I don't know why. So I heard Toby put out a really cool theory suggesting that like the ultimate weapon going off, Ange Floette maybe created a new dimension or like a new portal, like a new access point. But I didn't think about like new Mega Evolutions just being spawned in that moment. That is so cool, dude. And oh my god, you know what it is? Lumi, it's the at the end of the game, we see all the energy from Lumio's tower erupts into the sky and comes down, and it looks like fireworks.
Yeah.
But those are not fireworks.
Megastones.
Those are Megastones.
Megastones flying everywhere.
Those are Megastones. That is 100% what this is. These are going to be dude, oh my gosh.
I would push back
that
a little bit. I love this.
Some of them I think some of them might be dimensional, but I definitely think some of them could not be.
I would definitely push back. I love the theory. I just think that it makes more sense that all of the Megastones from this DLC will be found in the Mega Dimension. You know what I mean? So like, I mean,
but we
maybe
don't know
this
that.
Theory applies. No, we don't know that. That's just what I'm thinking. Like, she could not have that
Lucario
know that? Because she
do
just
you know
has
that from
a
the leak?
Lucario.
Do you know something?
I don't know. But it's just like she has a Lucario, and she just goes into the Mega Dimension and finds another. Like, she has all the stones, like, right?
Yeah.
So she finds. I think that there will be stones in the Mega Dimension. That's what we're finding them. Like that's why they're different. That's why they're coming.
Suggesting maybe she has already visited one of the dimensions and has already obtained the new.
I mean, that's
Lucario.
definitely possible too. I was just saying she doesn't have it yet, and she will get it in the DLC like at some point. That's my.
I think she'll
idea.
use it right when we battle her. When we're battling Corbeau, or battling her in Corbeau's.
That could be.
Mm-hmm. Just because they wouldn't show like the actual fight. They showed her Mega Evolving in that fight scene. They showed her like battling us, but they wouldn't show anything about her team.
What if she uses the regular Mega Lucario, and then like later on she can use the different stone on the same Lucario? Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's just Mega Stones, so like you can use it on any your same Pokemon. So that would be kind of cool.
It's weird that they didn't show if she's using the Mega Lucario at any point. I don't know why you wouldn't just show the Mega Lucario.
Yeah.
Because for one, we already know it. It's nothing new. But then for two, I feel like it becomes an even bigger bait and switch. Because I've seen people who have not kept up with these leaks start going, I think there's going to be a new Mega Lucario, because they wouldn't show the Lucario Mega Evolve. So they're piecing it together. So how insane would it have been if instead they were showing her Mega Lucario and then, nope, look, She has a different one. You're wrong.
I also thought we were going to be getting a lot of Mega Stones in this, and then Mega Dimension. It makes sense. And we definitely could. I kind of feel like a lot of these legendary Pokemon that feel out of place in Kalos would be Pokemon that we get maybe as like rogue Mega battles, right? Maybe we have to defeat those Pokemon in a raid, then we get the Mega Stone that way. But a lot of these random other Pokemon, or even the freaky ones that, you know, are getting 2 evolutions, I really could see those just being scattered across, not scattered across Lumio City, but basically Karina has gone out and collected a bunch of these, right?
Yeah,
Since Ange Floette has
she
fired
does
off.
have that uniform.
She has
with
all of
the-
those Mega Stones, right? Wouldn't it make sense for her to collect them and then basically gift them to us, right? Because I kind of felt like, I feel like Karina's going to fulfill a similar role to Mabel. Like right now, Mabel is, Mabel, not Emma. Mabel is, like, we have to capture and do all these, like, quests and achievements to unlock the TMs. Yeah, like, we have to do all that stuff to, like, rank up. And I think Karina now, we could have a similar thing where it's like we have to defeat so many Pokemon or use so many calories or make so many donuts or, like, capture new Pokemon. And what that would do is then unlock new Mega Evolution Stones and some of the ones that we see here. I also think some of them, and we know some of them, are going to be available on Ranked, but I would wager to guess, I don't know, I guess I do like the idea now of, like, all of these Mega Stones being available just out in the world that Karina has collected because, dude, I love that. Ange Floette fires off, and that is what's creating new Mega Evolution Stones. That's crazy.
I love that those are like 3 separate theories, and they both could, or all 3 of them could happen. Like they're all fun.
That's so good.
Karina giving
so
them
good.
to us.
I will say we do know from, like, the build of the game, we know at least some planned rogue matches, but then I'll also immediately say, because of, you know, it not being out yet, those could always change. But, like, they have listed which of these will be rogue bosses.
Oh, they have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, I can share it. I guess spoiler warning, guys. Some people consider that a story spoiler, so I just want to give a fair warning to it.
Is it? I mean, we don't have to. If you think it's I don't know. I didn't look. At this.
I don't personally care because it's a boss fight, right? Like, it's not.
Also, it's from the Terra League, so like.
It's also it's from the. Actually, I think this was from the build, like the actual build of the data mine. Yeah.
Maybe
so.
Mute us for 3 minutes if you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but
I'm curious.
Staraptor is a rogue.
Okay.
Heatran, Darkrai, and Zeraora are all 3 rogues.
Knew it. Okay. Awesome.
Then I've heard, maybe Soul, you'll have some more insight on this, because I have heard either Scovillain or Tatsugiri, but, like, not both. It's like one or the other, but they're not.
I think I only heard Tatsugiri. I think it was
Um,
Tatsugiri.
Then maybe it's Tatsugiri then.
Yeah.
And then these are not new, but Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza.
Knew it. Awesome. That's awesome.
Which are cool. Love that.
All right. That's cool.
I mean,
that's cool.
Yeah.
You can unmute us now.
Well, they can't hear you say that.
Oh well.
We're back.
We're back. All right. So Absol's second Mega looks opposite to its first Mega. It becomes mostly black in motif with some white colors on its body, and instead of white wings, it now has black wings. Face looks more mischievous than serious, and type becomes dark and fairy. All right, I clocked that. I literally was talking about that in my video. All right, Golurk's clay body shatters, leaking the inner ghost out. If you notice, Golurk has this, like, brace on its chest.
Yeah.
Like, containing, you know, it's got a rip in its chest. So yeah, that makes sense. That's gonna shatter. The design becomes a ghostly spirit, like a figure coming from the cracked clay debris of Golurk. Mega Golurk fully floating, and Golurk becomes ground and flying. Ooh,
I'm down.
Ground and flying, but not ghost.
Yeah, I feel like if it's a ghostly spirit coming out, it would be ghost. Like, if it's no longer using the clay body, it has lost the ground element.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be something like this for sure.
I think the flying type makes sense though, because we've always seen Golurk, at least in its concept art, even in the anime, where it, like, becomes a rocket ship and it can fly around. It can actually learn the move fly. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I would say ghost flying if it's going to change at all. But ground ghost is, like, such a good type regardless. I wouldn't change that.
Yeah.
But ground flying is also actually pretty interesting. All right, Garchomp's
Yeah, no,
body color becomes darker, and instead of big, sharp scythes like it has in its first mega, its back fin becomes more a jet-like motif. Body shape also resembles more of a jet. It's not grounded anymore, though the type remains dragon and ground, potentially indicating a levitate ability. Okay, the dragon ground type contains. That feels like a missed opportunity. I feel like because Garchomp can also fly, I could see getting dragon flying type. Also, because Garchomp is a shark, a land shark, I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not make it dragon water type. And if this is gonna be all of these, like Absol, Garchomp, and Lucario, because these are second mega evolutions, I really do want to see them get a new type. Similar to how Charizard X and Mewtwo X get a new type. I really want that to happen.
I really hope that happens for each one of these three. Like, it just makes sense. Like,
I think
they got to be different, right?
Yeah, no, I think that's the key thing, is they have to be different somehow.
Sure.
I mean, they're going to look different, that's for sure.
Just if anything, so they don't overwrite the other one, right? Like, you've seen, like you point out, Dusty, with Mewtwo and Charizard, which are the two we have with two different megas. They are different types. Not only that, too, but one's physical, one's special. The Raichus are the same type, but it looks like I'd put money on it. Raichu X is going to be a physical attacker, and Raichu Y is going to be a special attacker. Yeah. And so, like, there's a reason you would go, okay, I think I'm going to use Raichu X instead of Raichu Y, and vice versa. And so with Garchomp especially, I'm like sitting here thinking its mega is considered by a lot of people to actually be worse than its base form.
Sure.
I think they have to differentiate this mega enough to where that first mega is not completely... It's already shafted by its own base form a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
So this one has to be different, not better. You know what I mean? Like, or not insanely better. It probably will be better, if I'm honest, but like, it's still, there has to be some kind of core reason to pick Mega Garchomp original over this one, and I think the most obvious way to do that is change this one's typing.
Yeah.
Dude, it needs to happen. It really needs to happen. I think that's a really good reasoning. Let's wrap up. Lucario's blue body becomes a purple color covered mostly with yellow fur. That feels right, matching with its shiny. Looks more furry-like than the other two forms. Its torso fur expands to cover more of its body, so it looks like it has yellow pants with a long furry tail, and it has yellow hair. This is just sounding like Zeraora. It has yellow hair spiking up with faint blue purplish aura constantly surrounding it like a Super Saiyan. Yes, dude. Its type becomes fighting and dragon. I never considered dragon. I was like, ghost could happen because of the aura. Psychic could happen because of the aura. Maybe it gets a ground type because of the bone and because it's like based on like Anubis and like Egypt and the desert. But dragon is so sick because you're right. Dragon is an aura type. That's sick, dude.
I think dragon's a very possible situation.
Dude, I love that.
It just makes sense. It makes sense, but I don't know for sure. I would love it. They gave us too many good dragons though in this game.
There's so many dragons in this game. It's kind of insane.
Well, and you're getting more in the DLC, right?
I'm like,
Garchomp,
what am I gonna use?
and Tatsugiri and Baxcalibur are already gonna be dragon. You know,
give it to Scovillain and Golisopod too. Let's just make a bunch of dragons.
You know what?
Scovillain's gotta stay grass fire, man. I disagree there.
Heatran's gotta be fire dragon. That'd be cool. Or steel dragon.
No, please. Whoa. It's the only fire steel. Don't take it from it.
Dude. Chimecho Z should be a psychic dragon type. Oh my gosh.
It's actually all fake, and it's just, these are all placeholders for another Chimecho form.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
Chimecho did change type, Psychic Steel. I do wonder how many of these will change type. A lot of them are dual typing, and I feel like those are less likely, but still not impossible to change type. But like a lot of these, not only are they like a mono type, but they're specifically like a type that I could see. There's like a hidden type there. Like, again, the one I think of is Zeraora. Electric fighting feels so easy for it, and honestly, the fact that they didn't give the electric fighting to Mega Raichu X kind of makes me go, maybe that's because they didn't want to double up with that. Darkrai, I think, could easily be Ghost. Absol, I think, could be Fairy. I think Absol could be a lot of things. Honestly, you could say Psychic because it's like able to predict disasters.
Yeah,
so it's like a clairvoyance thing.
Yeah, well, just on the
Psychic
Absol idea,
skills,
I meant to put this in my video, but I was kind of rushing through some of the Pokemon. But like, yeah, like where base Absol is basically predicting disasters and it gets blamed for disasters.
Yeah.
I imagine this new Absol, like if it is this like Dark Angel or something, and it's an inverse of the yin and yang, right? It has a different disposition, but still in balance. I could see it causing, not predicting disaster, but causing disaster.
Sure. Yeah, a lot of people point out like it's an angel in the other mega, so maybe it'd be a fallen angel, a demon, and this one or whatever. That'd be kind of fun.
Makes a lot.
And
of
then
sense.
like even the ones that are dual type, a lot of these I could see changing type. Like Staraptor fighting flying feels really obvious.
Yeah.
Lucario, we've already talked about. Psychic, Ghost.
It feels so
Dragon.
obvious that maybe it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Staraptor.
I agree.
It's like one of those
may not
fucking
happen.
things where it's like every fan has ever said that, and it's just like, I don't know if their Game Freak's actually going to do it.
Yeah, and they may
Close
not-
combat
they
though
may
has
not.
always kind of felt like it's one of its signature moves, and I think to differentiate
yeah.
it from Pidgeot, like it would be nice to see it get a different typing.
That's like the same as
so excited
Lucario.
for
It gets
that.
Dragon Pulse. So like,
Yeah.
Lucario's always had Dragon Pulse. So it's like,
Yeah.
Dragon kind of makes sense.
Dude, that is tough, dude. And if you look at Karina, I mean, dude, she does kind of, she is, because what is she now? Like the successor? Like, I feel like she does kind of line up with a lot of the other, I feel like a lot of like dragon trainers, they have they're from like a long lineage of dragon masters, right? And she has a similar lineage. It would be pretty cool to see her become like a dragon.
Mega Masters.
Yeah,
Can
but
you
but like to have that
can
dragon
you pull
type.
up Karina?
Yeah.
She was always the successor.
Yeah, she was also
by the way.
successor. Just now, she's the.
Oh, I thought that was
believe
in.
She's gotten it.
Was that not
No.
a new? Oh, she was. Oh, wow. She was always.
Yeah, she was
successor
always.
Karina.
Yeah. mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
so you see her official art right there. You're like hovering over it. Click. that
Yes.
one. Okay. Maybe this is nothing. I'm feeling stupid and I'm regretting this already. So I'm just gonna come out and say it before I completely regret it.
Okay, say it.
You know how Lucario has like Anubis vibes?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Karina kind of looks like, and to preface this, Naveen, he wears like a white jacket, and that ended up being the thing that happened to his ace, Mega Scrafty. She's kind of giving me mummy vibes.
Because she's wrapped up like that. That's
'Cause she's
hilarious.
wrapped up, and the white, that's like a.
Bro,
and like this is like
I see it. I see
the
it.
bandages flying off. I don't know.
In the game, all of the white here is like gray, and I really like the white a lot more. But I can see exactly what you're saying. It's weird that they made it like gray and white though. It's a very
Either
big
way,
difference.
If she is using the new Lucario, the fact that she got a new design makes me inherently go,
Yes.
like maybe
It's gonna line up.
The design's probably gonna be similar to this.
100%. I think that you can glean some stuff from her design on the Mega, because it's just like we got Corbeau, we got Philippe, we got even Jacinth, even you can say LeBain. All of them have little things that point to their Mega, their new Megas, like all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the Naveen, like you said, is like one of the most obvious ones. There's another one too that's really obvious, but so like all these characters and their new Megas, like if she uses a Lucario, which you would imagine she would.
Definitely will,
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, you got Lysander.
You
out
never
here
know, but
using
I will
whatever.
be floored if.
Yeah.
But see, yeah.
Whatever Mega she uses, it probably looks something like this.
Yeah.
But I don't
little
know.
different.
Maybe the mummy thing is stupid, but the direction I was going is
actually
mummies
hilarious.
are Egyptian, Lucario, Anubis,
Yeah,
that's Egyptian, so there's a
that'd be
connection
freaking
there.
cool.
And I did like the thing I think is Anubis the god of death too? Is he? I do not remember.
Not tech. No, not really, but something like
What
that.
is he the god
It
of?
has to do with
The
death.
sun?
It has
but,
to do with death, judging you before you die, something like that.
I think the
Yeah,
dragon
so
type.
he's the protector of graves and guide to the underworld.
Guide
Dude,
to the
ghost type.
Wikipedia search.
Lucario's gonna
That's
be
what I was
ghost type.
getting at. Like, if it's a mummy fighting ghosts,
That's what I would go with. But the dragon thing is pretty.
Dude, the dragon just would feel so. It just feels epic. I mean, Ghost is cool.
The thing is, it's
Ghost is cool too.
Lucario. Lucario is gonna be like technically like the mega mascot. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like it does make sense that it would be something like epic. Ghost
Yeah.
is epic though too, I think. Anyway,
I think Ghost is pretty cool. I mean, at one point that was like the broken type too, right? Like it was the only thing that was beating the psychic type. That's what Mewtwo has. You know, the first Ghost type was the only Ghost type at its time, and they had to give it the poison type to kind of nerf it. You know?
Yep.
Ghost is logical, I will say, but we shall see.
Guys, this is exciting. Is there anything else on the docket today? I think I'm gonna go for a walk with the dogs, let them out a little bit, maybe have a little bit of lunch.
I drink way too many liquids right now. I'm like dancing in my chair. So,
but yeah, just to recap, I mean, we got four brand new Pokemon in Pokopia. Kind of insane. I think, yeah, we'll be talking about these. I'm actually really, I mean, it's funny. Like, I'm really interested in to learn more about this now. We got 4 new Pokemon. This, let me see if I can remember them. Smearguru. We've got Mosslax, Pikachu, so cute, and the Prof. Yeah, Tang Prof. No, it's Professor Tangrowth. Professor Tangrowth.
Canonically, the smartest Pokemon professor.
So Pokemon professors are usually named after, their names take inspiration from trees. Is Tangrowth a tree?
Tangrowth
I mean,
is
it's
a plant.
literally a plant.
It's a plant, but is it a tree? That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, it's big enough to be, for sure.
True. It's like a weeping willow or something. But we already have Professor Willow.
It's not always a tree. It's a magnolia tree. I thought it was a flower.
Well, there's a flower on it. It's a flower on a tree.
It is a flower from a tree, yeah.
Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want, if you don't want this episode to end, we have more content on the channel. If you don't know, all of these episodes are always available on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you get your iTunes, Apple Music, or Apple Podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts. And we have a brand new episode that we put out on Monday for members only. That would be for YouTube channel members or Patreon supporters. That is available. We talk about the holidays. We also talk a little bit about, at the end, what did we talk about at the end? That was, we talk more about Baxcalibur and Mega Chimecho. And we'll have a brand new episode up for members on Monday. There's going to be a brand new episode on Monday. Also, check out our merch store, shop.hiddenpowerpodcast.com. We've got a ton of new merch that we put up on the store. You can still, kind of a last chance to get this, the Dream Eater line. We did a pretty fresh new revamp of these designs. You can get it as a hoodie now as well. This might be these designs won't be available for much longer. If you want, we'd be grateful if you guys make us part of your holiday gift buying, Christmas list or whatever it might be. Grab one of these for a friend. Grab one of these for a relative or a family member. We got Zygarde
we have a new
hoodies.
version too.
Yeah, we got Zygarde hoodies, Mega Evolution hoodies. We got a bunch of stuff on the shop. Links are in the description. And members get 10% off. If you're already a member, you get 10% off everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go for a walk, and then I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm just excited to go outside. It's been it's been freezing out. It's been really cold outside. It really has been. Yeah. Hope you have a great day, everyone.
I'm gonna turn into a Lapras and hit the high seas.
Dude, if I could just transform into a Dragonite right now.
And this is a really big old Dragonite head.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Subscribe if you're new. We love you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, guys.
Peace.